sound setter of radio.
Young got no money back calling me splurge. Why me jump right off the curb?
New year, different lane.
We gon' spin and kill everybody. And we're telling now. Bend that over. Let that breathe. Shake that.
Boom 106.9.
Hands on your knees.
Unleash the sound revolution now on Boom 106.9.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So, even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
Yeah. This is how we just do it. Last night wasn't your last night, but today could be your last day. So let me celebrate today. Yeah. Yesterday was yesterday, but tomorrow we don't know. So let me commemorate this date. Yeah, and let me do this one big, gigantic, bombastic. Let me do this big, real big, fantastic. So put your one in the air and let me do this in grand style. In grand style, celebrating a fine style. In fine style, let me do this huge, real huge. Let me do this monstrous, boisterous. All of us put something up in the air. Raise it for the world to see. Let me engrave it in history and embrace the moment. Let me cherish the moment and enjoy the vibe while we are alive. And let me tell you, there's no type of fighting, no feelings floating, only good vibes floating. That's what we talking, cause we don't have time to hate around here. You best get it clear, yeah. We're doing this one top tier, history making in here. So what time we leaving, we not clear, night or morning, and that's how we do it straight. Real lights around here, now all hands in the air. And let me do this one big, gigantic, bombastic. Let me do this big, real big, fantastic. So put your one in the air and let me do this in grand style. In grand style, celebrating a fine style. In fine style, let me do this huge, real huge. Let me do this monstrous, boisterous. All of us put something up in the air. Raise it for the world to see. Let me engrave it in history and embrace the moment. Let me cherish the moment and enjoy.
Hot belly, why is it? No for them hungry and feel them more than we, and them is nobody. Some of them hungry, good lad, and feel them more than we, and them is nobody. Lord, enough of them can't prosper, even if them drink all the water. They not change them ways, yet every Sunday them in front the pastor. Them want me life get shatter, like burial them a total disaster. Jaja make the blessings fall out, when you bad when me far. I know life is not a contest. Listen to me, boy. So don't take this out of context. Hey. No for them hungry and feel them more than we, and them is nobody. Some of them hungry, good lad, and feel them more than we, and them is nobody.
They say if you live in a glass house, don't throw stone. Don't throw a stone if you live in a glass house. I gotta say, that is, and I keep saying this, that is one of the most popular Sherwood song right now. That is definitely a Sherwood song. Good morning to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning to everybody. It's OMG in the morning on this beautiful overcast Thursday morning. Reminding you that we are live. We are already live. It is 4 minutes past the 7 o'clock hour. Welcome inside. Of course, you know this is Not Being Jill here. Alongside Millennium Kid, we're going to be here with you right up until 10 o'clock. And this morning, we're going to talk about mass and more. We have a special guest coming through. Well, all our guests are special, right? But just to let you know, besides our regular programming, we have J Angel coming through. We want to, this morning, get your perspective on Vincy Mas 2025. It ain't fully finished yet, huh? Well, it kind of done because most of the big shows are really out of the way. We've done most of the big things that people want to come and experience. Actually, I wanted to have some influencers come in and talk about their experiences. Unfortunately, I wasn't, due to the short period of time that I had to contact people, I wasn't able to get people for this morning, but we have J Angel coming through. And of course, you know her, Miss Pretty Kitty, yeah? The Trinidadian Catwoman, they're calling her right now. That's among everything else. We're going to touch on a few things. But you guys were viewing and listening internationally. If you came, you experienced, you went back home. Those of you who would have viewed on social media and you've experienced our carnival before, and most of you have, especially the nationals who went to live abroad, we want to hear from you. How much more dynamic do you think Vincy Mas 2025 was compared to the last few years that we've been having it? And I'm looking forward to your feedback. I have mine as well, from what I would have experienced and from what I would have seen. But we really want to get that out there. I've been hearing some negative whisperings, as you will. You know, you would get that in anything. And of course, there must be a balance. So everybody is going to see things from a positive lens. Yes. So, but we want your feedback. So come through 4551069. That's our WhatsApp number. And of course, you can link on our Facebook page in the comments. Come through as well. Let me just say good morning to everybody coming on the live. Good morning to you, Kenley John. I want to just drop a disclaimer. My glasses broke yesterday and this is so fuzzy. This is so, my lens are kind of expired. Yeah. Right? So forgive me if I'm not miscalling him or something like that. Right. All right, y'all.
Shout out to Anne. Good morning to you, Anne the Freitas on the live also.
Yes.
Rosemary Curry.
Rosemary, good morning to you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to, who else? I'm seeing Kenley John. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. And of course, all of our usuals, good morning. Those of you who are coming through on WhatsApp, good morning to ya. We already have a call. Let me take this call. Good morning, you're live on OMG.
Go again. Hold on.
Yeah, the first one is always that, huh? Yeah. All right, let's go. Good morning, you're live on OMG. Good morning, you are live.
China, the next one.
You're live on OMG. Good morning to you.
Greetings, Sister Jill.
Okay. I'm not hearing anything.
All right, hang it up.
Okay. All right, good. Line one. Good morning. Okay. This will sort itself out. It really will. All right. It's always the first morning jitters or glitters or whatever you want to, however you want to call them. But let me just remind you guys to. Good morning. You're live on OMG.
Good morning, sister. Can you hear me?
Hello. Good morning.
Good day, Sister Jill. How are you?
I think
Hello?
I'm doing everything right, so I'm not sure. Let me just remind you guys to check out East Scooch Rentals. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Sister Jill. I'm hearing you. You hearing me?
Okay, I'm hearing you now. Good morning to
Greetings,
you.
greetings, my sister. I just want to say again, and my brother. I spoke to my brother yesterday concerning something very important, and I want to beg you with the word negative, because negative never be if somebody do you something wrong or somebody is doing something wrong and we correct it. And this is what has happened to our country and Venezuela and other these other countries that doesn't allow free speech. Free speech must mean that Mr. Hamilton must be able to say, I love Jill, I love Razwan Saab, I love this, I love X, Y, and Z when they do good. But if we allow people to do bad and get away, and all we do is that we put people to mimic people's opinions because they can benefit that individual, we are in a very dangerous situation. I love Carnival.
Okay, Mr. Hamilton, I just want to clarify. You notice, if you were paying attention, right? I changed what I said because I said that you have to. Everybody won't agree, and then
yes, you did. But
right.
I mean, I'm saying to you is that there's a narrative on radio that people are negative. There's nobody more positive than loving an individual, even when they do me wrong.
All right.
But we've got to be able to. My sister, I am telling
We've got
you.
to be able to voice our opinions respectfully. Yes.
I am telling you, there are people who would be so upset with you to turn the radio off when you didn't say what you don't know how much, and we can find ourselves in a situation where people even hurting one another. But for me, Carnival is important. I'm not here when I go, oh, you hate Carnival. What the hell Carnival for?
Were you outside? Did you go out?
No, my sister, my life is different. I have got 6 death threats. And it's not that I'm afraid to be outside, but for me, I cannot be in public places. But I called my brother yesterday, just like they can be long. And I said to my brother, there is a serious situation in the United States. 99,000 cases a day. This is coronavirus on the bounce back for 8 months. We had figures coming from the CDC. It said like this, 700 cases for the past 6 months. I think it was since last year, around November when it started to. 700 deaths a day have gone for the last 2 months or so. And we are seeing 800 deaths a day from 700 a month, sorry. And I'm saying, what does that mean? That COVID with 3 variants are spreading like crazy. States, 30 states affected, and schools are even closed. It has affected, is affecting Europe. Belgium being the top has to do close down again. What am I saying this? We put systems in place that got to look wrong. He was the best when we just had 1 case. And I'm saying, what does it mean? That we should have been putting systems in place with variants that are more effective, because do you know what is going to happen? I don't have to guess it. I'm not negative. What is going to happen for the next couple of months, weeks, is that we're going to have an outbreak, because it's not going to affect America and leave me out. And I am only saying one other thing for Carnival. I am worried, Jill, about the rum. And I know that if you would have the concept, you wouldn't like nobody to give your children or give you rum. Why are we taking rum when rum destroys the immune system? It doesn't build you up. It doesn't make you stronger. It destroys you, allow you to even become addictive. And then next thing you're smoking weed and then you go crack and all these things. We have got to understand we have a future. It's not about we have our politicians who you see don't talk. And we come in here, we get licked. They have reached already, many of them in their 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. We have to think about our young little ones. I was so hot yesterday on this very radio station. I love it. I'm not negative, and I heard a song because a mother was speaking about a song with some pussycat thing. I don't know if you know it. And when I heard that song, I said, really, this is what we have come to.
What is the pussycat song? Do you know the pussycat song?
I tell you, I saw listened to it yesterday. I said, I was so hot. I called the CDC. I mean, I said, why are we, he didn't say the actual word. But when it comes, what am I saying for Carnival? What we want is our people to have a little fun. Yes. But what we want in our Carnival is for respect. Young children, little 12, 13, coming up with the paint up with little whatever all the body. What kind of a people are we? Yes, have fun. Big adults must have fun. Yes, adults might do a little rub every once in a while. We can't stop that. But what are we doing? Wasting up our very money. We're in a hurricane season next week. That all the $800 and $1,000 we spend. Next thing, God forbid, we have a hurricane. All of our resources is gone. We have to go put out the hand for Papa, and Papa here the money in the treasury. Let me come off the train because I'm saying my sister.
Let me ask you something before you go, right? Real quick.
Love you very much. Go ahead.
Do you think that we should have postponed Carnival in the eventuality that a hurricane would come?
Not necessarily because of the hurricane. I'm telling you, Jill,
so we should have postponed it.
Let me say this, sir. I am saying, when you have Carnival, you see other countries that think Antigua, listen to Antigua, they can't afford Carnival, they have citizens, they have money, if there's something wrong, they have resources, they have proper salary. When you think about what has happened in this country, Mr. Gonsalves, I'm very disappointed in you because I walk after you. How you could give somebody 2.5% on a salary? Civil servants will be working for years. $25 and if you $60 come off, and then this, and with the high economic situation with inflation, that means then they don't have any extra money. It means that if they play Carnival, they're going to have to compete with the light bill and the water bill and the medical bills. So you can be in a position where you could have Carnival if you have a vibrant economy, tourism, agriculture, finding people have extra money. And we are in a situation
so what
now.
You're saying as well is that because our economy is going back.
If there's a hurricane, we are literally jail.
That's what I'm asking you. So you're saying, right? Because our economy is not doing as well as others, we should have postponed Carnival and focus on the essential.
Postpone, get the economy going again so that next year we could walk up and wind up. I'm saying no, we would do that. But
suppose nothing changes. Suppose nothing changes.
The thing is, right, it's not for me. There's going to be an election, and I'm begging people that when you go to an election, you vote in a sensible way. Don't vote because comrade gave you son, daughter some work. Vote because you're looking at your lifestyle, your standard, you have freedom of speech. Most of the stations don't allow the people like me to get in. Thank God for being. I love you very much for that.
All right. You know what? I will let you. Well, as you see, I took your call, right?
Love you very much for that.
The past is in the past, the past is in the past. As long as we learn from it, right?
Don't underestimate this virus.
But
please, I'm begging you, wash your hands. I'm begging you, don't be afraid to wear a mask. And shame on the Ministry of Health. That is hidden very vital.
Let me invite you to call. You see that same song you were talking about, right? The song you were talking about, the lady's gonna be on today. So if you feel, if you want to call in, right? J Angel, if you want to call in, you can call and.
I just want to educate. I mean, I vote for none of them. So I want to educate our people so that they keep them safe. I love you very much.
All right, Mr.
Thank you very much, my brother.
I'm gonna hear nothing you say just now.
I agree. I have a feeling that he really didn't. Let's take one more call before we head out. Okay. All right, y'all. So, caller, feel free to call back when we come out of our outbreaks. But of course, we have to show love to all of our sponsors and make sure that they have their time. Just letting you know that we are talking about Vincy Mas 2025. And feel free to give us your feedback on what you would have experienced for all the shows, whether it was Mardi Gras, whether it was Soca Monarch, whether you went to Steel Expression or you had a good time, and like Mr. Hamilton said, whether it's good or bad feedback, please bring it. We want to hear it all. We're live on Facebook, and of course, you can call us 451-1069. And any little topics that you want to, or issues that you want to address this morning, feel free to do so after we come back from the ad break. Also reminding you, coming up at 7:45, we have Plain Talk. Yes?
No.
Oh, no?
No, from Monday.
Okay. Oh, my darling. Somebody saying, Jello. I don't know the name, but all right. Yeah, big up all yourself. We'll be right back. OMG in the morning.
OMG in the morning.
Saturday, July 12th, the Vincy's, Loreen Shipping, and Hiram Bear. See, we're representing soca and water. Let's go.
Boom 1069, the sound setter of radio.
Don't got no money back calling me splurge. Why me jump right off the curb?
New year, different lane.
We gon' spin and kill everybody. And we're telling all
on Boom 1069.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
For 40 years, we've refined the rhythm of beer, mastering the balance of bold and smooth, crafting flavors that echo through SVG. Between the limes and the laughter, we've carried our expertise across the Caribbean, one brew at a time, perfecting the process, deepening the craft, learning what makes beer not just tasted, but felt. And now, with all that we've learned, we bring you what's next. The next wave of refreshment, the next chapter in our story, the next taste to define a generation, not just another drink. This is the extension of who we are, the next experience, the next icon, imagined and brewed right here at home. It's not just what's next for us, it's what's next for you. It's what's beyond expectations. Own it, define it, make your mark. High Rune Next. This is the extension of passion, of possibility. High Rune Next. The future of beer. Made in St. Vincent and the Grenadines by the hands that have mastered the craft for 40 years.
This isn't just a run. With each step begins a new journey. A journey of determination, persistence, and self-discovery. With each step, I am back on a quest to push myself beyond expectations, beyond standards. Each stretch, a reminder of the flexibility of the human spirit. With each step, I am breaking barriers. As I push to the finish, I'm filled with pride. Not just for what I've achieved today, but for the journey that has brought me here. This isn't just a run. It's a testament to the human spirit, and I am here for it. Island Sips. Beyond standards, beyond expectations, beyond water.
It all started with a penny. For over 85 years, we have invested in our farmers, fishermen, people, and our country. When we were called to serve, we were here. We understand what is valuable to our people and our country. That is why we support all industries, including tourism. are the bridge towards a brighter future and economic growth. When our people, government, and businesses called upon us, we were here. 85 years later, First National Bank St. Lucia Limited is here for you.
You're watching IKTV, channel 112. It's all about you.
Do anything for you 'cause I love your bad.
OMG in the morning.
Go ahead, yeah.
Alrighty, y'all. Welcome back. OMG in the morning. OMG with a difference in terms of it's carnival and we're going full throttle. We do not have our regular programming, all right? So we are basically free to talk about everything, Mars. Any issues you want to bring up, this is your time. Okay, we've got a call. Good morning, you are live on OMG. Good morning to you.
Happy Carnival to you, Jill.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Charles. How are you? It's been a while.
I'm good. You see, I'm just listening into you guys. I don't have a phone of my own as yet.
Okay.
But I'm listening in, and that song that the DJ just played, Kev just played, this one, Happy Carnival.
Mm-hmm.
This is a masterpiece of Problem Child, eh? And
Okay.
this song could be a rhythm for every carnival, because if you see, most of the time people don't listen to the lyrics and so forth, right?
Uh-huh.
And sometimes people hear lyrics and put it to how they want.
Mhm.
This is all we good at. This is what we good at. I was listening to Mr. Hamilton this morning, and I have to disagree with Mr. Hamilton on some of the things he said and some he said, but I don't want to tell Mr. Hamilton, right? Discipline starts at home. And if you bring up your children in a way that they could understand how things is, they would grow up to understand what it is about carnival. And it's all over you go. You will get these kind of songs. It's not just in this alone.
Mm-hmm.
So carnival is something we go out to enjoy, but we have to give our children that discipline and bring them up in the way that they can go about and enjoy themselves
Yeah.
and not enjoy themselves in a violent way.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Definitely.
And a way that to be vulgar, right? They say discipline starts at home. Okay?
Yeah.
So carnival is something that everyone has to go out and enjoy. The songs that come out, if the songs are not playable on the radio, I think we have a process where you can ban a song from being played on the radio. It should not be A-played.
Mm-hmm.
But for the songs that been playing, what is in the song that causing it not to be an A-play? All right?
Mm-hmm.
Because we talk about saltfish and all these sort of things. Saltfish is a slogan that Vincent Chan have for eating saltfish. But our mindset is so corrupt that we take these things and put it to how we want it and make it sound how we want it. Now, could you blame the artist for singing about saltfish if you eat saltfish? And we said that Sparrow, the great singer, sing a song about saltfish too, is what I like. So do give me day and night. You remember that song?
Yep.
Why they didn't trust? Why Mr. Hamilton and those don't trust that song?
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's just our
I agree
mindset.
100%.
It's just our mindset that we put things how we want it. That's not how the writer put it. The writer put it how he wants to say it.
Mm-hmm.
But we take it and we put it how we want. Must we blame our children or blame to say we can't let our children hear that and our children hear this? Vincent Chan, we love a lot of breadfruit and saltfish. Sparrow say the bone in the center just be sweet like sugar. Saltfish. Nothing in the world sweeter than saltfish. Huh? So what is vulgar about that song? What is? We have to take our mind out the gutters and let's be people who has understanding and can direct our children in the right way. Don't blame the children because the song playing on the radio, go say the artist this and the artist that. You know? When the song played with the dirty words, the F words and so on the radio and they cutting it out, the pieces, then we could say, okay, that song has that, but they cut that out.
Mm-hmm.
So we could know what we're looking at. But don't take a man good song, he sing about salt, it's something that we eat, and then you go take it and put it differently to say, this is what he mean. No, you can't say that is what the man mean. I listen to, I'm going to be short, I'm going to be finished in a while, but I listen to Calypsonians like Coco in Trinidad, singing about the politicians down in Trinidad and calling names.
Uh-huh.
Coco them calling names. But in St. Vincent, we can't call name, we get punished. The singers get sued for that and all kind of thing like that. You know? So
Yeah.
there's a big difference there. I could send you a song with Coco calling the politician names. And if you really play that song on radio, you would think everything that Coco sing about. He talking about the Vincent and he was talking about what happening in St. Vincent, because that song relates to everything that happening in St. Vincent. I was planning to send it to Kemi, but then, you know, it's how it is. Again, Mr. Hamilton needs to listen, and sometimes he makes valuable points that people have to listen to, and people, I could agree with him sometimes.
Yes, he does, yes.
But sometimes he go overboard, he don't listen, and he chastise people. Because I've heard him chastise you guys on other radio stations.
I've heard it as well, but it's...
And when you come back to question him, he said he don't do it. When he go on another radio station, he tell the other radio announcer, I love you, you know. I love you. And that girl, Jill, she doing this and she doing that. Mr. Hamilton does that a lot.
I know.
And he needs to stop that. So, have a good day, guys. And
thank
nice
you.
It helps.
Take care.
I think they were listening to us yesterday when they gave Problem.
Yeah. We don't talk about that.
Yeah, man, I'm so proud of our Problem, man. Big up yourself. But that's a push forward to the guy. Have a good day, guys.
Yeah, man. Bless.
You know, you always have that. you always have those things. So it's all about us learning and moving on. So as long as when Mr. Hamilton calls, he carries himself in a respectful manner, and I can literally understand what he's saying. Yeah, I have no problem taking his call as long as he doesn't, carry on. But not to digress in terms of what we're talking about. We're talking about Vincy Mas 2025. Just for those who are just coming through, we want to hear from you guys. We want to hear if you went out there, you played Mas, you experienced the one of the t-shirt bands. You were out there for everything, for all these shows. So, we want to hear from you.
Somebody knows saying Hammer was in the Guinness band getting and doing the dog.
I can't see it. I can't see it. I really can't imagine him out there. I could see him at the side of the road, probably looking on, but out there, yeah.
In Guinness, but
I can't see him out there in a t-shirt band. All right, y'all.
Still wake up as stripping as this one.
But it was you can tell there was a significant difference in Carnival this year. If you went outside to any of the shows, even if you just came into town, in the nights when something was going on, when there was an event, you can tell the difference.
You could feel the difference.
Yeah, you could feel it as well. Yeah. Everything was there.
The change, you felt the change, you saw the change. You know what I mean?
Yeah. In terms of the street bars as well, and I would have said this on radio before, sometime week before, I think, because I wasn't here that much last week. With the street bars that were open until morning, I think most of them were open until morning.
Most of them.
Yeah. The amount of street bars, it brought back a vibe from when I was younger, that is, and my mom would take me around. It brought back that vibe. It just brought back a vibe when Carnival was Carnival.
Literally.
Even when you went to Juve and you saw the activities, the interaction, when you saw the mask, when you saw those guys come out all black up and looking scary.
Oh, the monkey band?
Yeah. They're doing their own little thing. It just brought back everything that we want, what we missed from Carnival. Mm-hmm. And even more, because some of the things weren't necessarily in there. Well, I don't remember them being in there. But still, it brought back the cultural aspect, I think, that people were yearning for, especially visitors. So that was really good to see. There was definitely a change that you could feel and see in it. A lot of people, the reviews I got, because I would have asked, people enjoyed themselves. And you would see it in social media. There were a lot of social media personalities coming here. There was one from England. I can't remember her name. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't really follow her, but she's been popping up a lot. There's a lady from England. a social media personality. She completely enjoyed herself, and she would have done footage on her costume, the band she played in.
Yeah.
We also had Zoe from Zoe Travels coming in. She was in the studio in District.
Yeah, she was in a band Tuesday. I saw on the road. I saw on the road getting on.
And she posted, and I would have loved to get her feedback as well. But due to time constraints, I couldn't get her to come in this morning. So I'm telling you, a lot of people came, enjoyed this themselves. Even friends I haven't seen in a long time. A lot of people made it their business to come back and really see the difference.
Yeah.
I think people were getting the hype, and there was an anticipation.
Yeah.
They definitely build it up to the entire CDC team. Randy and everybody else, Rodney and everybody else who really pulled everything together. And I'm not just saying that. I personally definitely felt and saw a difference in Carnival.
Yeah.
In the way people enjoyed themselves, the way people are talking about it. And if you watch the turnout of the bands, I mean, you don't have to agree, but if you watch the turnout of the bands, the streets were packed, and not just with bystanders.
Foreigners.
Standers, exactly.
A lot of foreigners was here, man.
Yeah.
Trinidad, Barbados, a lot of people.
Because they created that energy.
Yeah.
I think that a lot of promotion was done, and I think we as Vincentians, we did our part as well. So with everything that was built up, it was definitely out there for everybody to feel. But if you don't have that same feedback, feel free to share it as well. We'd love to hear from some of you who were out there in the streets. It doesn't matter which band you were in, whether you were at just different shows. Some people actually like the more, what do you call it, controlled crowds. So they would go to shows like Brunch and Soca and all those different shows.
Right.
And, just be bystander. Why every time I go say that word, they come out wrong. They just want to stand by the side of the road and view the mass, all right? Because bystanders just not coming out wrong. It's just not coming out right, all right?
But say you was out there doing your bougie one-step dance or two-step dance.
Listen, if you had seen me, you would have been like, oh God, Jill, I knew it. So it's okay. It's okay. So you want me to carry on and have Hamill come pull me down there? Is that what you want? You want Hamill to call my name and say, I saw Jill on TV, and if you see how she carry on.
Mm-hmm. Back chatting.
But how come you didn't come home? Anyway, guys, I want to remind y'all that coming up at 8 o'clock, we're going to have J. Angel. She is a lot of things, actually, right?
A Catwoman, for
but
sure.
She's an artist, a social media personality. She's in broadcasting as well. So she has a huge portfolio. She's not just here walking around in a cat costume, but most of you guys would know her from the song she put out for this carnival. Pretty Kitty, I think. I want to get the name right.
The same song I'm talking about? Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm sure you guys would have seen her walking up through Kingstown in her Catwoman suit. With her cat ears and doing the whole shebang. She's been very vocal. She's been trying everything. And I think a lot of Stephen Reyes was here from Trinidad, right? I'm calling his name right, Stephen Reyes.
Okay.
I think I'm calling right. I think it's Reyes, right? You don't know him. Stephen Reyes, a Trinidadian? Come on. Anyway, so he was here. He was talking about the events he would have attended. And he spoke about how blown away he was. Mm-hmm. It wasn't just Stephen Reyes. There was another social media personality. I can't really remember his name. Alongside, I think he was with Diego.
Mm.
Yeah. And they were here from Trinidad with an entire camera team.
Right.
And they were just talking about the different shows. They even talk about what they enjoyed, what they didn't. And from some of that feedback coming out of Trinidad, it was really positive because, Trinidad Carnival is just as big as ours. I would say we're first.
We had most days to They can't test you, you know.
Right? Trinidad is second. Barbados, right?
Yeah.
And everybody else after that, right? So it's Vincy Mas, Trini Mas.
And then everything else after.
Exactly.
Big up Vincy.
But, you know, I'm sure we would differ in opinions, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Right? But I'm glad to see that so many people were vlogging and coming here and talking about St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And they didn't just stick on mainland as well. They went, some of them went to Beckway. I noticed a lot of them are trying our strong rum. Our strong rum has been getting so much push on social media from a lot of our visitors.
No, a ton.
You know, whether
I even saw Destra taking shots.
You did? Okay, I
oh
didn't see
yeah,
that.
I saw that yesterday. Big shots of strong rum. I say, well, go on, Destra, you're going up, man.
Yeah, boy.
I tell you.
Strong rum is, I've tried it. I have to say I've tried it, and yeah.
Yeah. When to me, when I see those kind of things, they make me feel extremely proud as a Vincentian. You know what I mean?
The burn, you know, everybody can
Everything.
deal with that burn. That burn does last like, I don't know, boy.
Just a few seconds, and then they go up again
you.
with another one.
For you.
Yeah? Big up with Vincy people.
We have a
love
call.
Vincy. Big up with Vincy people, man.
You're live on OMG.
Hey, Jill, quickly, I forgot. Kev, you remember I was mentioning yesterday to you about Kez. When
Yes,
Kez
the band, yeah.
Kez is here, right? He is here in St. Vincent for Carnival, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
And
doing rice
I
soca. He
must
did rice
say,
soca yesterday.
Right. I think this is his second time back to Vincy for Carnival, right? Because he was here when he did that song Savannah Grass.
Yeah.
Right? He was here in St. Vincent, and I had that opportunity of taking him to the Grenadines on a charter trip. Right? And I met him and his crew, and those guys was wonderful. And they told me that they were gonna come back to St. Vincent for Carnival again, you know.
Okay.
And I bless God, and I see the day that he came back, and he did fulfill what he said.
Yeah.
And that is one of the artists out of Trinidad that I like his songs a lot, yeah?
Yeah.
So I didn't really go to Carnival. I told my children to go and have a good time and, you know, be violent free, keep away from trouble, enjoy yourself. I gave my children the option to do that.
Yeah.
Because I didn't really want to go to Carnival. I'm not the Carnival guy now. I'm relaxing. I'm too old for that now. My days of Carnival done. But from what I was seeing on the phone and social media and so, Kingston was good. And as you said a while ago, the bars and so, it's good to see the bars come back and go round the clock, and people who come to enjoy Carnival come to enjoy Carnival, because that's what the foreigners come for, and that's how we get foreigners to spend money. When you have places open that they could go and enjoy themselves until they're ready to go home, they would spend a lot of money. If you close downtown by 10 o'clock, they can't spend no money. They carry back home everything in their
That's
pocket.
true,
So we
because
have to find a way.
most of them are about the nightlife, you know.
Yes. So we have to find a nightlife. We have to find a way for the people when they come, the foreigners come to spend. We have to give them that opportunity to come and spend, not just lock down the town and say, oh, go home now, we had enough. No, they come here to enjoy themselves. I could remember when we used to have the boats coming up from Trinidad and boats coming from Barbados and St. Lucia. Those was Carnival. So we have to try to draw that attention back again.
Definitely.
And let's revive it. Let's revive the Carnival. Carnival could make it, you know. We can make it. Mr. Hamilton said just now that no money there. Carnival could bring a lot of money into the country. Could bring a lot of money into the country, but we just have to know how to sell our Carnival and bring the people to spend the money in our Carnival. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
All right, you're welcome. Listen, I am telling you that. Good morning, T-Bone. Good morning to you. Let me just get into some WhatsApp messages because I don't want to leave these guys out at all. He says, good morning, Jill. How many countries in the Caribbean have you been to for Carnival? All right, so every time I head out, it's never around the Carnival season. So I can't travel on Carnival. I can't get a day off on Carnival because I have to work, right? We can't get vacation on Carnival, basically. So when I travel, it wouldn't really be around the Carnival season. That's a big no-no in our line of work. All right, you may not see us on radio, but we are working behind the scenes, so I don't really get to, you know. And plus, when I went to, all the other times I went out, it wasn't Carnival time. For some reason. So I don't know. But I'm telling you, from what we see, from what other people are saying, and that's all we can do right now. Unless somebody call and share their experience, we have to talk about what we see and what we experience. And we were talking about the rum. A lot of people are trying our rum. We've got a lot of press from that, and that is not necessarily a bad thing. I say that this is something that's been working for us. It's up to us to know how to push it. You know, and there's just so many things that we can do with it. We have this experience from Vincy Mas. This Vincy Mas 2025 will tell us how we need to move forward, what the changes that we need to make. If we are paying attention, we could see what we need to push more, what we need to maybe pull back on or give less focus on. And so I think it's just us being vigilant and knowing our strengths and our weaknesses. I think Vincy Mas could be bigger and better every year. And I think that this year, there was a significant difference that everybody could see and feel. And it was just amazing. Everything was in the air. You could literally feel it. And when you could feel it, when you could feel something.
You know you're good.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
You know you're good.
But guys, feel free to share your feedback. Vincy Greens have the carnival energy, no doubt that.
Yeah, Vincent Grenada.
Oh,
the
that's
vibes,
what
yeah. The vibes, the energy,
I'm
you know what I mean?
I'm seeing greens. Yeah. That's it. I tell you, my lens are just gone.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So we gotta take a commercial break. When we come back, you can tell us how you feel about the results for various shows. You know, everybody's just talking about the fact that they're just blown away with the wins for Problem Child, also for Skinny Fabulous. You know, most of what I'm hearing, I can only talk for me and us, what I'm seeing on social media, right? Most of what I'm hearing, people are just really proud. Everybody is saying that they had a feeling that Erupt, you know, and Erupt was really big. There were a lot of big songs. It was a very, very tight competition. There were a lot of songs that were really good. You know, some people would say, well, I think this one should have got it, and we're going to get that, right? So, but we want to hear from you. I don't want to just give my point of view. We want to hear from you, so call us 451-1069. Maybe it's because I haven't said it in a while. It just sounds wrong.
No,
we got Bernadette, good morning to you, darling. Good morning. I'm sorry I didn't say morning earlier. Let me just see. Okay. Thank you for that message. So we'll look into that. Yeah, definitely. All right, we have to head. T-Bone, I haven't forgot you. All right, let me clarify that before I go up. Listen, I am a Vincentian, right? I am standing here. I cannot say Trinidad is. I can't say Trinidad is first. I'm sorry. I can't say Trinidad is first. So because I said Trinidad is first, he said, you said Vincy first, Trinidad second. I think you are missing your coffee, but no problem. I have you covered.
He's just trying to sell you coffee, you know.
I think he expected me to say Trinidad first.
No, we can't put no that.
Exactly.
You gotta put yourself first.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
You gotta put yourself first.
But anyway.
he loved the coffee tax, right?
Still like the coffee, you know. The coffee is still appreciated. We always appreciate you, you know that.
Yeah.
All right. We are gonna take a commercial break. I want to say on behalf of Boom 106.9 FM management and everybody, thank you to all of our sponsors who would have collaborated with us, you know, and be a part of our Boomsy Mas concert series. Every event that we would have been behind and supported, we want to thank you. All the giveaways, we had a Road Ready giveaway and we had so many people coming on board. So I want just to name a few. Thank you to the St. Vincent Building and Loan. Thank you to the guys at Pier 1. Lots of love to you guys. Dean, Dwight, his entire staff. who would have hosted us and made Pier 1 available, you know, I'm sure at the expense at times, you know, for doing our Boomsy Mass concert series. Everybody who would have come through on that, all the artists that would have come out and supported, we want to thank you guys. Okay, we have Max calling. You know, I'll continue. Max, good morning to you.
Morning, Jill. It's always a breath of fresh air in hearing your voice on the radio, man. It's just.
Thank you.
I guess I'm biased because you're a female. But
okay. Still, the love is appreciated.
Yeah, man. And Crystal was on the radio yesterday, and hearing Crystal's voice gave me goosebumps, yo. Woman.
Yeah.
I just tell you, women are just so important in society, in every aspect of society. That's why me have to love and adore all women. Now, with that said, I want to big up Rodney Small. Period. Point blank. End of story. The man save our thing, Jed, because Carnival was on a downward trend.
Max, I don't want to cut you off. Say Rodney Small and his team, because he, you know, you have to give them. Yes, okay, he's the main man.
I stand corrected.
Yeah.
Rodney Small and his team.
Yeah.
I stand corrected because you see the oil ban he bring out there. That was cheap. That right there is Carnival.
Yeah, man.
And he trying different things, and that is the breath of fresh air that St. Vincent needed, and that just goes to show all you St. Vincent and the Grenadines how change is necessary for growth, even if it's change from within.
Yeah.
Talking politics without talking politics, but now it's Carnival. And I just want to say thank you to everybody, Jed, because everybody came home, we enjoyed ourselves, it was just a good vibes. And Vincy, last time I remember Vincy as being this amazing was when I was a little boy, when Touch sing Man Can't Take But, when my cousin Beckett sing Girl I Rush Me, when me go down and me can't Lego me auntie and because me get lost his licks. You know, and I just want us as a country to build on this momentum. It is something amazing that we start, and we have to build on this momentum. And he could get Alexi.
Yeah, man.
She's his brother, sister. She's his future of St. Vincent Carnival, and I love how we embrace the girl, and the girl was just Vincy.
Yeah.
The girl was just Vincy, past, present, and future, and she have St. Vincent upon she back. She is bigger than Skinny Fabulous 20 years from now. She's bigger than Problem Child 10 years from now.
And what's like how she started off so young, she's gonna grow into it. Yeah.
Yo, we have to embrace that. My daughter, me have to embrace that girl. Me have to make sure support that girl, yeah, spiritually, financially, any kind of way. So I just wanna say I feel good about Vincy Mass. Now I want us to try to take that momentum to 9 morning, because no other place on earth, no other place on earth has 9 morning. And if you could take that same energy now and project that to 9 morning and get 9 morning half as big as Carnival, because 9 morning could never be big as Carnival, because you know what I mean, it is what it is. And then from that now, we project that energy to our Easter regatta. When we come off the higher Easter now, we prepping for Vincy, and everybody go eat a proper food in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Not just a financial food, no? Because something like that could prevent another situation from yesterday, because people would be less frustrated. But there's another topic for another day. Big up on yourself here.
Yeah, Max, big up yourself.
Yes, I.
That was good to hear from Max.
Definitely.
Natural countryman, the accent.
You know what I love? I love that throughout the carnival season, at any time you could have gone somewhere and had a good time. You would have found a spot open. You know, I think that was one of the best changes that we would have made in terms of having the street bars open, more street bars, and having them being open for longer hours. You know, people were able to have choices. There was food being sold. I want to hope that there were proper assessments, you know, with these street bars, because, you know, you have to have your liquor license and all of that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about making sure most of the vendors who were at some of these street bars having food handlers license. I hope that was on point, and, you know, that was being monitored. Yes, I am very hopeful But really and truly, so far in terms of incidents at throughout the whole carnival period, I don't think I've seen the results in terms of any violent altercations that would have occurred during our mass.
There wasn't
any.
There wasn't any. I think I saw a post sometime last night from the police stating that they were actually congratulating the people. You know what I mean?
Okay.
For upholding, you know, not having any fights or any injuries or whatever the case is. You know? Yeah.
All right. So in terms of the reports, so far so good. It's not official because we need to remember Carnival isn't officially over until the 13th.
Yeah,
but like I said, most of the big shows are finished, yes. But we will come back. We'll get into all of that when we return and more. Don't go anywhere. Remember, feel free to send your feedback. If you wish to interact with us, we are live on Facebook. We are here on WhatsApp 455-1069. And of course, you can call us live. We're going to take a commercial. We're going to go to the top. And then when we come back after we drop a few reminders of what Carnival was like through some of these songs, what Soca Monarch was like through some of these songs that we're going to play. We'll talk about our sponsors and show some love and appreciation to them when we get back. Don't go away. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Let's go! Boom 1069, the sound setter of radio.
Ain't got no money back calling me splurge. Why me jump right off the curb?
New year, different lane.
We gon' spin and kill everybody. And we telling now. Bend that over. Let that breathe. Shake that.
Boom 1069.
Hands on your knees.
Unleash the sound revolution now on Boom 1069.
You're watching IKTV, channel 112. It's all about you.
For 40 years, we've refined the rhythm of beer, mastering the balance of bold and smooth, crafting flavors that echo through SVG. Between the limes and the laughter, we've carried our expertise across the Caribbean, one brew at a time, perfecting the process, deepening the craft, learning what makes beer not just tasted, but felt. And now, with all that we've learned, we bring you what's next. The next wave of refreshment, the next chapter in our story, the next taste to define a generation, not just another drink. This is the extension of who we are, the next experience, the next icon, imagined and brewed right here at home. It's not just what's next for us, it's what's next for you. It's what's beyond expectations. Own it, define it, make your mark. High Rune next. This is the extension of passion, of possibility. High Rune next. The future of beer. Made in St. Vincent and the Grenadines by the hands that have mastered the craft for 40 years.
This isn't just a run. With each step begins a new journey. A journey of determination, persistence, and self-discovery. With each step, I am back on a quest to push myself beyond expectations, beyond standards. Each stretch, a reminder of the flexibility of the human spirit. With each step, I am breaking barriers. As I push to the finish, I'm filled with pride. Not just for what I've achieved today, but for the journey that has brought me here. This isn't just a run. It's a testament to the human spirit, and I am here for it. Island Sips, beyond standards, beyond expectations, beyond water.
Meet Mom. She's not just the wake up at the crack of dawn, make breakfast and pack bags kind of mom. She also gets her fitness game on. Yeah, she's the don't let anyone forget anything kind of mom. At the same time, she's the runs her own business, closing deals kind of mom, who finds time to get down and boogie with the kids after school, remodel the house, bake cake, host dinner, and even play her favorite game at the end of the day kind of mom. So let's celebrate Mom, because to us, she's so much more.
It all started with a penny. For over 85 years, we have invested in our farmers, fishermen, people, and our country. When we were called to serve, we were here. We understand what is valuable to our people and our country. That is why we support all industries, including tourism. We are the bridge towards a brighter future and economic growth. When our people, government, and businesses called upon us, we were here. 85 years later, First National Bank St. Lucia Limited is here for you.
You're watching IKTV, channel 112. It's all about you.
Can you not have an orgasm for that?
is a man playing mass, oh Lord, from since I small. I never miss Juve, Monday and Tuesday, oh not at all. Oh Lord, so don't tell me nothing when steel band knocking and start the jam. Me whole waistline rocking, I feel like the wine on something inside the band. Every man hold on to a woman and we shouting. I invented party, so you know I'm actually I invented party, so when they talk about mash up the wave and mash up the place any day, anyway you're calling me name. You're calling me name. And when they talk about jump up and pull up, make enough girl turn up their waist and calling me name. They calling me name.
Levitate, 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 levitate. I don't wanna let you down. I just wanna let you bounce. I just wanna let you come. And you lift up off the ground. Levitate, 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 levitate.
Levitate like magic. Give you all my motions like acrobatic. Sit back and relax and watch how me do it. No, me not static. Levitate, put your hand to my waist. Levitate, guys, see me pretty cute face. All night we a rock from side to side. Everybody want get a insight. Make we go to the Mile High Club. Come on, why you feel the freedom? I'm a why you shoot and aim for the stars when you come in. I'm a kingdom. You don't give me the bare minimum, but you know, say I me get the gum. Too good, make you think is a phantom. Make you never experience.
Levitate, 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 levitate.
OMG in the morning.
Welcome back to OMG in the morning. And like we've been talking about since I stepped in here, I told you we had a special guest coming through, and this is not her first time gracing Boom 106.9. She's been out there with us. She's been on Boom Sima's concert series, the one and only Miss J Angel. And if you don't know her by that name or you're not familiar with her, you may have seen her on the streets, of Kingstown in her Catwoman costume. Welcome to our studios, and it's such a pleasure to have you back. I know we'd have chat at our Boom Sima's concert series, but girl, this is our time in the studio. So welcome, darling. Welcome.
Good morning.
Yeah,
Hi.
you're good to go.
I'm up. I'm ready.
This is OMG in the morning, by the way. We're streaming live on Facebook.
Oh my goodness, where's the breakfast?
So we should have had that prepared, but like you saw the time I message. Like you got the message, right? Okay.
But I mean, it's good still. It's a good energy still. I always try my best to pull through whenever I can.
Okay,
Yeah.
definitely.
It's good to see you. You look so fresh and nice
Thank
and glowing.
you. Listen,
you look well rested. Forgive me, St. Vincent, for my voice. Y'all did this to me. Yeah. Forgive me for my voice.
Outside so much. You were in everything. And that's why I wanted you to come in and just give us a brief review. I mean, you came here for Boom Simas. That's what you came here initially for our concert series. And we appreciate and love you for that. But the vibe was so contagious. You stayed.
Yeah. And the thing about it is that I'm extending my stay.
You see?
As well.
All right. Okay. That is how effective, that's how amazing our Vincy Mas was.
Yes.
So
Yes.
We have time, just letting you know. We have time. So, Stephen Reyes was here. I'm sure you know, from Synergy TV.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
I
definitely.
think, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, along with a lot of other influencers.
Yes.
Some of them I can remember, some of them, their names I can't. I know Zoe was here.
Yeah.
I want you. He spoke about Flair. He spoke about Wet Republic. He gave feedback on so much Soca Monarch. I know you've been out there. You've been to most of the shows. Am I jumping the gun? Give just a brief synopsis of who you are, what you do, as brief as you can before we can jump into the review.
Okay, so for those of you that don't know me, I am J Angel, okay, also known as Trini Catwoman. So I have characters. I'm one of many characters.
Okay.
Trini Catwoman actually is just one of my characters.
All
I
right.
have two others, Trini Barbie and also Fire Queen. You know, but they come out mostly together aligned with my music for carnival time in my country, Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay.
You know, so I'm based Trinidad, also New York as well. You know, I'm an entertainer. I'm also a professional certified radio announcer.
Yes.
I'm one of the top female voices, if not in Trinidad and Tobago. You know, I'm a voice actor as well. Those of you all may know me. I think I said it. A lot of you all are following me as well in St. Vincent. You all will hear me for Digicel, for a lot of companies.
Yeah.
You know, some people may not know it's me, you know, but I'm the voice, yeah. You've reached your credit limit. Please top up your account now. Thank you for calling. Yeah, so, you know. So, I mean, I done a lot of ads. Excuse me. I've done a lot of commercials, you know, internationally, regionally, you know, locally in my country. So I'm a very profound certified voice actor. You know, I'm the owner of J Angel Productions.
Okay.
And, you know, just fully entertainment. That's what I do.
Fully rounded.
Yeah.
All right. So, and like I said, you would have come here for Boomsy Mass concert series.
Yes.
And I'm sure most of you guys would have caught that. Those of you who tuned in and supported us, right?
Yes.
So,
Definitely.
tell us step by step some of your favorite shows. You gave us some really good feedback at our concert series in our last interview about our carnival.
Yes.
Or was that off the record?
No.
Because you spoke in depth about what you thought about our carnival as well.
And the thing about it is that it really stood out for me. So I would say events is something that I've been a part of for many years in my country, you know. But what I can safely say is that when coming to St. Vincent, experiencing the entire culture and the events industry, I would definitely have to say that Soca Monarch is what stood out for me. And most importantly as well, the rural Soca Monarch as well, that they would have the competitions, the rural competitions, and then the major Soca Monarch. You know, it really brought a lot of light and good energy, and I get to see the creativity and the mindset and the vision behind the team that you guys have here. So I must say though, honestly, I was very shocked. I was very surprised of the culture and just how everything was surrounding the Soca Monarch. So I must say, you know, much blessings going out to Mr. Rodney Small, the CEO. He's newly appointed, I heard. Wonderful job, fantastic job.
Yes.
The entire CDC marketing team, you name it, the entire team, they really executed, you know, and just coming here and not experiencing the carnival, you know, and this is my first time experiencing it. It really opened my eyes to see how much passion our Caribbean people have, you know, and as a unit, when we continue to push for our culture, this is the way in which we would be recognized. Like, this is our stamp, this is who we are, you know, and it's not just about, okay, St. Vincent do their own thing, Grenada do their own thing, Trinidad, you know, at the end of the day, we are a collective unit. We are only separated by a body of water. That's what I like to say. But at the end of the day, we are passionate people. So getting to experience that here, and the raw element you all have, the entertainers, let me tell you, I have never seen entertainers, and I am from the land of soca. Much respect to our entertainers in Trinidad and Tobago, but the energy you guys have here and the passion, you could hear the raw element of it in the music. And I don't know if some of the young artists, and I don't know how they feel about themselves, but they are so much bigger than what they think, and I don't think they know how big they are, you know. And it's just a matter of what I would point out and say is that when coming to the up and coming or the younger artists, and they who really did really good for the season thus far, management plays a very important role.
Definitely.
There comes a time in your artistry where, okay, creativity is there, passion is there, you know, the driven element of persistence and determination. But one important factor as an entertainer, not just to remain on one level in life, to take it up a notch or to hit different levels in different markets professionally, discipline. Discipline is needed. You know, you can't really be overindulging in a lot of alcohol or just, you know, missing rest or your diet or, you know, so I would say one of the things, if I had to like just give like a little opinion on when coming to the entertainers here, they are magnificent. All I would say is that they just need, some of them need a little more discipline, and I guess that will have to do like with their management and stuff. I don't really know how management goes in terms of management for artists in the island here, but it's one of the things that I saw pointed out, like, you know, for example, even if you don't have money, nobody have to know you don't have money. You're an entertainer, you're an artist, you represent that element, and that energy alone can take you places, because you never know who is in that crowd watching you.
Definitely.
You never
I've
know
said this before.
who is in the road watching you. You never know when you go in the supermarket or wherever you go, in a restaurant or a bar, you don't know who is sitting there. You do not even know, you know, and it goes to show as well. I had a little experience in one of the rural Soca Monarch. I was introduced to a female entertainer. She didn't know who I was, but the energy I received from her, it wasn't all that welcoming, I must say. But it's afterwards then she get to find out who I
you
was.
were.
And
That's
then
when the
she
vibe
changed her
changed.
energy and she came back again. And I just look at her and I tell her, I said, as an entertainer, you never know who is who. You know what I mean? So you always try to have a good energy about you, and you be a people person. Nobody is saying you have to be friends with everybody, but all this is part of making up the elements of being a professional when coming to your artistry as an entertainer.
I'm glad for that feedback, because representation of yourself is one of the things I really try to push here to artists when I do into, especially the new ones and the young ones.
They are stars,
because,
you know.
Yes, but the
They are
energy they come with,
stars.
when you come to an interview, you
Yes.
know, you have to present yourself.
Correct,
You're selling yourself,
correct.
and when you come in a slippers and a t-shirt,
And a three-quarter pants and your boxers showing, and you know, your hair and comb. And
so those are the things. Those are the things. And the first
And
thing
slippers per foot.
people try to say is like, well, people wear what they have. No, I don't buy that. To me, that is an excuse, you know. But let's move on.
Yeah.
So, tell me, what are some of your favorite events?
Oh wow! Like
some
I
of
said,
the madness that you experienced, whether it was at Soca Monarch, whether it was a your Juve session, whether it was, did you go to Wet Republic?
I didn't get to go to Wet Republic.
Okay.
I didn't get to go to Juve. I didn't experience
Oh
Juve.
my gosh, you missed out
I know,
on that
I missed
one.
out. Everybody
Yeah.
keep telling me that. But, I mean, I will be back. God's will, you know. So at least I
Definitely.
have something to look forward to in the future, you know. But I must say, Guinness Posse, oh boy. Guinness Posse helped me lose my voice. But Guinness Posse was definitely being on the road experience in that element, because in Trinidad Carnival, and what I noticed is it's pretty different here in St. Vincent. In Trinidad Carnival, our Monday Mass is not t-shirt bands.
Okay.
We do customized
costumes.
Okay. And mostly like one pieces or two pieces, you know, but it's more customized. And then it's a way in which now the younger persons in our country, they can also form their line of entrepreneurship. So you don't even have to be aligned with a band. So let's say if you're a young upcoming designer, you can design some bathing suits, some bodysuits, whatever you want to design, and people pay for that. And they
Use
register
it.
with their band. So
Okay.
the band doesn't lose money, and persons who are creative in the creative industry, designers or whoever, they now have a business platform that is open to them so that they can create some business and some income in the carnival as well. So I noticed you guys have t-shirt bands.
Yes.
Yeah, so we that's the only thing. But I can see all of that being an addition in future. You know, and I know it would be something great, because you all have so much more potential in terms of how far this carnival could go.
Definitely.
The energy, I'm telling you, was something that I have never experienced before, you know. And I mean, I'm from where carnival is happening in a very, very big way, you know, but to see the energy and the people and just the DJs and just the freedom, it felt so liberating.
Okay.
You know, it felt like that, and I can't wait. Right now, my people bowling, they're like, when you coming home? why they keeping you across there? What you here? Getting bookings for shows in Trinidad, and you're not coming, but I can't wait to go back because I know they have a lot of questions. One of the ministries already contacted me. They have a lot of questions to find out how was the experience and stuff, but Guinness Posse, like I said, on the road, the element was really nice. The energy was good. I love the fact that there was no sort of violence or nothing for the carnival, so it felt so safe and secure. Because the thing is, people didn't know. I went out on the road by myself.
Wow.
I went out on the road by myself. By myself. And the reason why I did that, I mean, I have people in the country here, but the reason why I wanted to do that is because I really wanted to get in touch with that connection with the people and, just feel that closeness and that realness, that rawness of what you guys have to offer here, and honestly, I'm definitely in love with it. Elevate was a really nice event. I went to. I got to witness Fireman, Hooper, and Skinny for I think that was their very first performance. Listen, it was something I couldn't even explain. Unfathomable. Just the energy of the people and then the way they performed and executed themselves, I think is something that was definitely needed because I got a little history that they were very heavily competed against each other for years, right? So to see actually that they came together and they, gave a wonderful product to the country, I think it's more about culture more than just commercializing the thing, so I think people should look at it that way. They do it for the culture, and it's a good example as well for the other young artists and they to see that, listen, you could talk all your talk back and forth and thing, but let the music be the priority. Let that be the engine to carry you through, because we each one help one.
Definitely.
So I mean, that was a nice event that I went to. I went to a few others, honestly, but those were the events that kind of stood out for me. And of course, Boomsy Mass. Hello.
Definitely.
Hello.
We had a good time. We really did.
I really love the Boomsy Mass. I love that element of what it is you guys doing with the station. I think it's something that you're representing for the culture, for the artists as well. So I can only see it getting bigger and much bigger. But just to know that St. Vincent is, a much smaller island, but at the same time, they're a big heart of a people. And that is what's important for persons like myself when we visit these places, to know that, okay, we are so welcome here. Because I was very scared in coming here. Yeah, a bit. I was a bit nervous. Because remember when I came here, I only knew one person, which was my engineer. Hunter Flow Productions. But now that I'm here, it's like I know everybody now. Ain't it, kid?
And everybody know you.
And everybody know me. So I think what kind of drawing people to me as well is the fact that I am me and I am myself. And I've had like a few artists came up to me as well. And, we spoke on entertainers level. And they respect my artistry because I recognize like the female artists and they have a different way of executing themselves when they're performing compared to how I would perform. You. But I guess everybody has their own element. But one thing I must say is that, and like I gave another female artist this advice, it's an advice I got from Vybz Kartel, very good friend of mine. Years ago, Kartel told me, he said, Angel, always remember you're an entertainer first. You are there to entertain. You are not there for yourself, right? Do not be afraid of people. Go to the crowd. Connect with the people. Bring them up on stage. This is what you're doing music for. You're not doing it just for yourself. You're doing it for the people. So sometimes you have to step out of your personalized element and see that, listen, I am an entertainer. You understand? I'm about the theatrics, I'm about the fashion, I'm about bringing the style, the energy, making people feel good. You know what I mean? Because everybody that comes to an event, everybody not happy and rich and feeling good. There are people who come there, they're going through a divorce, they're broken hearted, they're going through stress, they've lost the job. So people are coming there to that spot to get a form of entertainment, to at least live in that moment, to make the best of it and make them feel good. And that's what you as an entertainer, your job is for.
You've definitely done that. We've seen
put a lot of smiles on faces.
Listen, I'm telling you, you really have. We're gonna take a commercial break, right? But when we come back, you can finish your review, and I'm gonna let you drop a little tidbit. All right, I'm gonna let you drop a little something because I want to get into something else.
Okay,
so
not a problem. That's what I like about her, You know, she always has something up her sleeve.
So we will be back, OMG in the morning, and feel free, guys, if you want to link up, ask her any questions. J Angel herself, you would have seen her out and about. 455-1069. You can hit us up on the WhatsApp, and of course, you can link up on our Facebook Live in the comments. Let us know how you feel. Great feedback, by the way, so far. Yes. Yeah. So we will be right back. Remember, y'all. First National Bank is here for you. We have to drop a few reminders. Your dreams, their commitment at First National Bank, they're dedicated to helping you achieve your financial goal, one hassle-free mortgage at a time. So check them out today. First National Bank, of course, you know, they're here for you. I need not say anymore. Again, let me shout out the Pier 1 crew, Dean, Dwight, the entire staff was very accommodating, very helpful. We appreciate you. We also have to mention Virginia Beach International Carnival. They were also one of our sponsors for our Boomsy Mass concert series. 4 days of limitless energy. I'm telling you, people, I'm telling you, you guys need to be a part of this. Energy Unleashed. Link up. Go to www.vbintlcarnival.com for more information. Let me just, my glasses isn't working. I have to put that out there. My lens my glasses broke yesterday, girl.
Oh,
I'm telling you, I almost cried.
Listen, what? That's
it's
like your
new-ish.
eyes, you know.
Exactly,
That's
it's
your eyes,
new-ish.
you know. Yes.
So, I'm struggling here a little bit. Virginia Beach International, go to www.vbintlcarnival.com for more information. Happening July 17th to the 20th. You can't miss it. We're going to take a commercial break and we will be right back. OMG in the morning.
Let's go! Boom 1069, the sound setter of radio.
Ain't got no one that back calling me splurge. Why me jump right off the curb?
New year, different lane.
We gon' spin and kill everybody. And we're telling now. Bend that over. Let that breathe. Shake that.
Boom 1069.
Hands on your knees.
Unleash the sound revolution now on Boom 1069.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
For 40 years, we've refined the rhythm of beer, mastering the balance of bold and smooth, crafting flavors that echo through SVG. Between the limes and the laughter, we've carried our expertise across the Caribbean, one brew at a time, perfecting the process, deepening the craft, learning what makes beer not just tasted, but felt. And now, with all that we've learned, we bring you what's next. The next wave of refreshment, the next chapter in our story, the next taste to define a generation, not just another drink. This is the extension of who we are, the next experience, the next icon, imagined and brewed right here at home. It's not just what's next for us, it's what's next for you. It's what's beyond expectations. Own it, define it, make your mark. Hyrule next. This is the extension of passion, of possibility. Hyrule next. The future of beer. Made in St. Vincent and the Grenadines by the hands that have mastered the craft for 40 years.
just to run. With each step begins a new journey. A journey of determination, persistence, and self-discovery. With each step, I am back on a quest to push myself beyond expectations, beyond standards. Each stretch, a reminder of the flexibility of the human spirit. With each step, I am breaking barriers. As I push to the finish, I'm filled with pride, not just for what I've achieved today, but for the journey that has brought me here. This isn't just a run. It's a testament to the human spirit, and I am here for it. Island Sips, beyond standards, beyond expectations, beyond water.
It all started with a penny. For over 85 years, we have invested in our farmers, fishermen, people, and our country. When we were called to serve, we were here. We understand what is valuable to our people and our country. That is why we support all industries, including tourism. We are the bridge towards a brighter future and economic growth. When our people, government, and businesses called upon us, we were here. "85 years later, First National Bank St. Lucia Limited is here for you.
You're watching IKTV, Channel 112. It's all about you.
Can you not have an orgasm for that?
Boom! Let's go! Boom! 106.9, the sound setter of radio.
Don't got no money back calling me splurge. Why me jump right off the curb?
New year, different lane.
We gon' spin and kill everybody. And we telling now.
When the rum hit my mouth, it get numb. When the rum hit my mouth, I'm coming in high. I'm coming in high. I'm coming in high. So high, so high, so high. Watch my team and I rock it, rock it, rock it. Hold the fence and rock it, rock it, rock it. Drink we liquor and rock it, rock it, rock it, rock it, rock it. We better than bad, madder than mad. We bring the vibes to the carnival. Ever since a little, I hold the crown. Music shot like pistol. All you hear hear me now. When we touch it, we do it loud. Tell them when we come this year, it's straight through the crowd. Cause we don't party regular. Ah, what the hell them started for? Cause we don't party regular. Ah, what the hell them started for? Bounce, bounce like a ball. Don't stop at all. Bounce, bounce like a ball. Don't stop at all. Bounce, bounce like a ball. Don't stop at all. Bounce, bounce like a ball. I'm coming in high. I'm coming in high. I'm coming in high. So high, so high, so high. Watch my team and I rock it, rock it, rock it. Hold the fence and rock it, rock it, rock it. Drink we liquor and rock it, rock it, rock it, rock it, rock it. We ballin' mad, ballin' mad. If I say carnival.
My kitty pretty, my kitty pretty, my kitty pretty, kitty pretty, kitty pretty. He ball, I'm feeling it, you're feeling it, I'm feeling it, you're feeling it. The man meet me for the first time like cat get he tongue. Speechless to see how I fluffy and wrong. Hand in he front cause I know he in shock. Well, baby, just wait till you see how I fry. My kitty pretty, my kitty pretty, my kitty pretty, kitty pretty, kitty pretty. He ball, I'm feeling it, you're feeling it, I'm feeling it, you're feeling it. My girl, whine it out, like Lucy, whine it out. My girl, whine it out, whine it out, whine it out. My girl, whine it out, like Lucy, whine it out. My girl, whine it out, whine it out, whine it out. Hush the man them, I have no apology for my behavior. This is the thing where the man them one don't get them, then they go hate you later. No apology when I drink my rum. Me and my friend them out for the carnival and we not taking home, we not taking on. Nah, 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 nah. We come to get on. It's that.
OMG in the morning.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. And now you've seen the face behind that track. Yes, y'all. That is Miss J Angel herself. Pretty Kitty, yes. Listen, before we get into anything else, let me just shout out George from Puerto Rico.
Oh, nice.
Buenos días a todos en Puerto Rico. He is he's a part of the Boom Nation.
Oh, nice.
You know, he's always interacting with us.
Always
and of
on
course,
the live.
Yeah, always
Yeah.
on the live, and he would have made friends. So many
morning,
friends
George.
here
Buenos
in
días.
Vinci, yes. Javed, you got a picture? You got a picture?
It's already on.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
I'm not
already
really
on.
seeing it, but George, and I met George before he would have introduced himself to me the last time he was here. So
Okay, nice.
really sweet guy. I hope you have a great day, George. He was here for the carnival season. George, I know. I don't even have to ask. I know it was epic. I know you
he
didn't
had a
want
time,
to leave.
for
I
sure.
know.
For sure, he got a time.
All right, so we're back with Miss J Angel.
Yes.
Miss Pretty Kitty.
Yeah, oh my goodness, they love this one.
Mr. Hamilton, if you want to call, you can call now, you know. You can call now, Mr. Hamilton. But anyway, yeah. Listen, you were talking about your experiences. What we want to hear about as well is your rum experience, which people on social media were talking about. You know? So, and you really put it out there from the minute she landed down, folks. But I'm going to let you tell the story. Go ahead.
The video is actually close to 500,000 views. It's crazy, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So as I landed in St. Vincent, you know, my first time, I told him, I said, okay, I want to go to a bar, you know, and I want to taste the rum. I want to taste the rum. The rum is what it is I want to taste. And they're like, okay, we have the strongest rum in the world. I said, serious? Well, in my country, you know, we have punching. So, you know, punching is strong. But let me see what you guys have. Listen, They took me to Josina's bar. Good morning, Josina. Big up to Joe. You know, right after the airport. And let me tell you something. I said, listen, I want to have the rum. I want to have your local beer, any local drinks you all have. Having that rum for the first time, my mouth went numb. The rum make my mouth numb.
Yes,
You hear what I'm telling you?
it.
I took a shot of that and then I chased it with water, a little water. But I never knew it would have my mouth feeling so numb. Like literally, I couldn't even feel my bottom lip. I was like, nah, this is different. This is different, you know. And one thing that stood out for me, it didn't give me like a burning feeling inside. Like, you know, it didn't burn going down inside. It just made my mouth numb. So I said, is it me? Like, what's this?
It's
like,
you.
Like, you know, it was a whole different effect. You know, and I couldn't believe it. Honestly, I literally was kind of fighting with that thing. I said, nah. And in my mind, I'm like, you know what? Okay, like when I now take the shot, I had a little bit in my mouth still. I say, you know what? Nah, you had to go down. And I shake in my head. I said, nah, this had to go down. I had to swallow this thing down. I got to, you know, listen, let me tell you something. One shot of that, and it did it for me. And then I followed it up with Hyroon Beer.
And how was that? How was that beer?
My goodness, I love Hyroon Beer.
All right.
I love and it's only recently I tried Hyroon Next. The NXT, the new one they have.
Okay.
Premium. Listen, I could drink that every single day. I would say, if it is, I don't like to compare brands.
Okay.
But if Sag and Carib had to have a child, it's Hyroon.
Hey, I like how you put that.
Not a stepchild either, eh? Like biological, proper.
I like how you put that.
It's the perfect beer. I would say it doesn't have like a bitter aftertaste in terms like a real rootsy bitter aftertaste. You know, it gives you a very nice, smooth finish on the palate. You know, and it just, like I said, the new one, the Hyroon Next, is very premium. Like, it is really good. And when my Trini friends, and because they're up here right now, they're leaving this week. When I introduced them to Hyroon Beer, they love it. They themselves said the same thing.
All right, we have somebody calling in. I think somebody wants to have a little chat with you.
That's the wrong channel.
Okay. True, yeah.
Still the wrong one. Still the wrong channel.
Oh my gosh.
Put back on the glasses, Jill. Wrong channel.
Jill, it's the glasses. It's the glasses.
Jill. Morning to you. Good morning. You're
Good
live on
morning.
FG.
Good morning again. I have to take this opportunity, Jill. The problem is not the glasses, you know, it's because the lady talk about the sunset, you don't drunk there. Good morning to the beautiful lady.
Good morning.
My name is Charles. Everybody call me the Horseman. I just sent an invitation there for you. Jill will read it for you.
They call you what?
The Horseman.
The Horseman.
The Horseman.
Yeah, Jill will read that for you in a while. But I want to take this opportunity to say welcome to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It's nice having a female lady out of Trinidad. So intelligent with your change of voice and what you do. I think a lot of the young girls in St. Vincent now should take this as an opportunity to, you know, log in and follow you. And I think you would be a great impact for the young girls and the young generation in St. Vincent. I always like to tip my hat to people who I meet with this kind of experience because I have a daughter.
Yeah.
She loves singing, but she loves R&B. She loves soft tune and those sort of stuff.
Oh, nice.
Very great voice, and I wish the day that I could see her come and just, you know, use her talent and just get out and do what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
I keep pushing her, but you know, they only could push them to that standard, you know.
True.
And she is big enough now to make her choices, so I just leave her to make a choice, but I always push her to make and try and achieve on that voice that she has.
Yeah.
So you know, I just want to reach out and say thanks for, you know, your interview is great. And I hope a lot of youngsters are listening, the young ladies and females of St. Vincent are listening and take you as an example. And I hope you can come to St. Vincent again because, you know, the Caribbean, I've never been to Trinidad. I wanted to go, but because my family was living so close to Laventille, I say I'm not going to go.
Yeah. Oh.
I always hear about that. So
I know people always hear stuff.
I'd rather stay here and enjoy the thing. But, you know, I have a lot of family in Trinidad and uncles and aunts and so forth.
Yeah.
You know, but it's nice having you here and it's nice for you to come on Boom and share your experience and your talent, whatever you have. And I hope the young people, the young girls, the young females can take it up and travel with it. And I hope you'll be a big inspiration to the young folks. And to Mr. Hamilton, I want him to call, but I hope he'll be very passionate and take his time and talk to you because you're not accustomed to him, and I don't want him to come and start doing what he do, shouts and I want him to call. I want to hear how he's going to respond to you and how he's going to talk to you. So have a wonderful day, Jill.
You
Thanks for the
too.
opportunity to
Okay,
talk.
have a great day.
All right, you're
Thank
so
you.
welcome. Enjoy.
Have a great day. Yeah.
Yes. Someone else was saying, "Good Blessed Rising, Mrs. Cruikshank and team." Jungle was here too from TT. Most Vinci know that what is played a lot to the end is gonna win. Okay, I think he was talking about
like road match.
Yeah.
Okay.
He said, "Hello to your guests. No habla español, lo siento." All right. Well. That's very unfortunate that you don't speak Spanish. Never mind, he replied in it, but he said, "Yeah, people never believe we till they try it." He's talking about our rum.
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
When I tell you, I cannot handle it. I cannot handle it.
So I came up with my own little mixture. So I love to drink the Sunset rum, right? Now this is not for the weak at heart, okay, guys? Okay, but this is just my little thing that I tried and I love it. I tried the Sunset rum with ginger ale and I put a dash of Angostura bitters, and that's my thing. And it just gives me a really nice blend with ice, of course, you know, and it just, to me, is very smooth. It tasted very smooth with the ginger ale and the Angostura bitters. It just give it a nice a nice mesh, a nice flavor. It really fit well on my palate, so I enjoyed that. And
Has
I like
anybody ever tried that out there? Any of you guys ever tried that?
But I drank it also with Hyrule Bay. Yeah.
Angostura with Hyrule.
No, Sunset and Hyrule.
Oh, Sunset and Hyrule.
And when I did that, right, was a morning I woke up and I posted it. My fans were telling me, they say they call it steel bottom,
Steel bottom,
which I didn't know.
Okay.
But because I love Sunset, I've been trying Sunset with different things.
Okay.
So I say, you know what? A morning I wake up, I say, you know what? Let me try the Sunset with Hyrule Bay. Wonder how that will taste.
Morning you wake up.
Yeah, girl.
You couldn't wait till 5 o'clock? I mean,
because the night before I had Sunset, so I was like, you know, it was still in my system. I was like, you know, I feel for a little more, you know, so.
Okay.
Yeah. So I woke up and I said, you know what? Okay, let me. Yeah, and after that I went into a studio writing session. And
you
it was
are a woman
energy.
after my own heart in terms of what we drink, because I am not really, when I drink alcohol, I don't really do like, wine is not my specialty. I like whiskey. I like red rum. So I like things like Jimmy Beam, Jack Daniels, you know,
yeah, that's your thing.
Red rum. I'm telling you, that's my thing, right? So I could feel you on that, but you up another level with that. That's wrong. Like,
I don't know, it just gives me a good energy, just being out here, you know, feeling the vibe of Vinci, the people, just the whole atmosphere. It just gives you that energetic feeling that, listen, I want to try something different, and when you get that energy from it, you just want to have it. You know?
I'm so glad that we were able to
really
influence you in such a way with our culture and our energy.
Yes.
You know, and like you say, we are basically just cousins separated by a body of water.
Correct.
So,
I had your saltfish. I had the saltfish, by the way.
Okay, I told you make sure you have it.
I got
all right.
the saltfish. Let me tell you something. I want a Vinci man.
Hey, I heard it.
I want a Vinci man because the way that saltfish was cooked.
I tell you.
And the way he did it. The way he did that saltfish. And he dropped
that
saltfish.
It was nice and wet, and you just tasted everything. It had the right amount of salt and everything.
And I didn't know they put like cucumber and stuff in the saltfish.
Yeah. Come on.
First time I actually had that. I was like, cucumber in the saltfish.
Yes.
And
well, that's the only way I know.
We had this selfish conversation earlier on this morning. You know?
Now you guys have the best.
Thank you.
All you have the best. Thank you.
Yes.
Vinci ladies, big up yourself.
Selfish talk. Where's that?
Vinci ladies, big up yourself. You guys got the best selfish. Okay. I'm from Trinidad and Tobago, and I tell you no, I got Vex loss, right? I'm just saying it. I love it. All you have it the best.
Thank you. We have been told.
It's not dry out.
Nah.
It didn't dry out. It just have a good moisture,
Yes.
Proper moisture.
I'm telling you.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how it is.
And I had that for the very first time with coconut dumpling.
You
I never had coconut dumpling in my life. I love that. I love
so you had a lot
dumpling.
of firsts here. That's great. That's great. All right. So, guys, what you don't know is that Miss J Angel here, well, you came here, you dropped Kitty Pretty.
Yeah.
You know, and I think you dropped another one. Don't say what it is.
Yeah.
Right? But did you know Miss Pretty Kitty over here, right? She's into dancehall as well. She's very flexible. She's very eclectic in what she, as you can see in what she does, and in her artistry as well.
Yeah.
So I hear you have a dancehall.
Yeah.
We ain't in dancehall season.
No.
But just is this your first one?
Nah.
It's not your first dancehall.
I started off doing dancehall and reggae music. And then I jumped into soca.
Okay.
But every year I give, because carnival in my country is seasonal, right? I do dancehall music and soca music.
Okay.
But I drop the music within the marketing season of how our music is down there.
Okay.
You know, so I'm used to doing dancehall. I've been doing dancehall for I've been in music for 10 years now. I started at the age of 16, you know, in entertainment.
Fun fact, if you didn't know. Now, talking about that, right? There's a video clip that is circulating on social media. It's growing really with one of your dancehall colleagues, Vibes Cartel. You know, he is loved everywhere. You know, and he, from his release out of prison, he came back, and he came back in a big way. It was epic. It was not just sensationalized, because you see it when he went home. You see how people embraced him. You see how the culture and people outside of the culture would have embraced him.
And I got my inspiration,
you know?
and encouragement from him. You know, he told me, he said, you know what, don't just, as an artist, you don't just restrict yourself to one genre.
Okay.
Don't do that.
So he gives good advice as well.
So he said, do soca, do the dancehall, do the reggae, you name it. Look at the timing of the seasons in terms of which country you go to or where you're based, in terms of how the music is run, and just do music, because you're an entertainer. You get paid to entertain.
Definitely.
You're an artist, so create art. And art doesn't, come down to just doing one genre of music. So, for example, even here in St. Vincent, like the soca artist Sunday, nothing is wrong with being, heavily competed in the soca season and the, and the carnival and stuff. But outside of carnival, as an artist on the island, do you do dancehall? Do you do reggae? Do you do, so don't limit yourself.
So he was instrumental, basically.
He was the
in
person
helping
actually.
you to stretch your wings and become more
he
flexible.
gave me a lot of advice, and he kind of gave me a little blueprint on what to follow, and that's the reason why today I'm a fully independent entertainer, singer, songwriter, music video director.
Well, we have a clip of a video that's trending. So he's touring at the moment.
Of course, he's in Europe. He's in Europe. I think either Germany or one of those places.
So
somewhere.
at one of his concerts, we have a video here of, oh my gosh, I really cannot see, of Vibes Cartel doing one of his many performances, and people are literally covering their ears. I want you to see it before I say anything else. I don't want to say.
I didn't get to see that video.
So we're gonna
pull up the stream.
I didn't get to see that video.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna show you
it's
now.
actually playing now.
Okay. I have the right one up. Yeah. Okay.
I'll be able to see it on this side. Okay.
Yeah. Can you hear?
I'm more seeing. I'm not hearing it. I'm just seeing it.
Do I have up? Everything is up. That needs to be up.
Yeah.
I'm not hearing.
That's okay. Maybe it doesn't have a sound.
It actually has a song. People are covering their ears. For those of you who are not seeing, so Vibes Cartel is doing the performance.
Yeah, Javed said there's no audio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's unfortunate, but just to give you some context, he's performing, and people, as you can, if you can't see, people are literally covering their ears. I really wish we can get one with audio, because if you can see, people are literally covering their ears.
Wow. That's the thing with social media.
Yes.
With social media,
there's a perception
it can create the illusion of many different things, and people can read into it in many different ways. So for all you know, maybe there was a sound engineering aspect playback, some technical difficulties. I've seen these things happen at events already.
Maybe distortion from the mic
From
or
the
something.
mic
But
or-
Javed said he's gonna upload the one with the actual
Yeah.
audio,
Audio,
so
okay.
so he can play that one.
But I mean, at the same time, as an entertainer, there you have to look at him in his own diaspora in terms of everything that he surrounded himself by. You know, when you look at the individual, what he's been through. I mean, it's not an easy thing to just face prison time over a decade. You know what I mean? You couldn't expect him to come back out
Okay,
sounding the same.
so he have
as
the one
well.
with he have the one with the audio now.
Okay, let's see if he listen.
Mama, we finna stew. We finna stew. Yeah, we can't believe it. Yeah, we too here.
What's up, Mr. Shadrach?
We all know, you not everybody don't sound the same.
Yeah, live.
When they do exactly a live performance, we know this for a fact. And people are saying, his time is up. Maybe he's not as good as he used to be. Da 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 da.
So why go? Why buy a ticket and still go? Why still put so much money in his pocket? Why even view his social media? Why even keep up with him? He's a drug, so you all are addicted to it, And the thing about it, that's the thing. As an entertainer, sometimes I myself experience certain things in my own country. Is that people would have their opinions and their likes and dislikes, but it's still tapped and tuned in.
So you don't think that he's reached his expiry date, as some people are saying?
He would have stopped
When
already.
you walk outside, does his son have an expiry date?
No.
What a
He would have
comparison,
stopped.
though. What a
He would have
comparison, though.
So as long as a human being has life and you are passionate about doing what you do for a living, for survival, to pay your bills, whatever it may be, there's no expiration date until it says
None.
you go down in the grave.
I saw
But
a
as a
clip.
legend, the paint him as. Can he be expired if you have already painted
Even
him as a legend?
even if Adija decide, okay, in the morning I'm gonna stop singing music, or God forbid he passes away, right? His music is still going to live on, so there wouldn't even be an expiration date, and that's the thing. It comes back to the point I wanted to make as an entertainer in the field of entertainment. You have to know the industry that you're in. You have to know what you signed up for. There is the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Definitely.
But you see, with the bad and the ugly, as an entertainer, if you know how to market it right and the blueprint, you can make money.
Have
You
you
understand?
gotten any kind of negative feedback since you've been here? I mean, not everybody will embrace you. Not everybody will feel you.
Some of the Vincy ladies, they give me some fire on Facebook.
Oh,
especially
gosh.
with the video with my boy Problem Child. I went to Problem Child's event morning to morning.
Yeah,
And
I
I'm
saw
like-
you had a thing after.
So we had a little video, and then they do
After, yeah.
artwork, and some of the ladies, why you so close to my man? That's my man. Come away from my man. Go back on a flight in Trinidad. What you come up here for to take my man? And I'm like, you all know your man come to Trinidad, and I had to organize interview for him for radio before he blew up very big. So that's my man too. I invested in too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, but on a real though, you know, I'm just joking. On a real though, my thing is that I respect him as one of my peers in the industry. You know, Problem and I, we always had a very nice, decent, you know, mutual relationship. So it doesn't go beyond professionalism.
Okay.
You know, I was just excited to see him. He was excited to see me. And he was the person who invited me to the event. He said, Angel, I don't want you to miss my event. You have to come to my event. You have to. And right at Boomsy Mass when he came, he told me that by the bar. He's like, I'm so happy to see you thing, you know, and it was good catching up because we haven't seen each other for a very long time. You know, even though when in New York for Labor Day last year, he performed in some shows, we didn't get to interact with each other.
Not
We
much,
were at the
okay.
venue, but we just didn't get to interact because, you know, it can be very busy and very overwhelming at times. You know, so it wasn't nothing. I had to let the ladies, some of the Vincy ladies, know, listen, Olia, I don't want Olia man.
So this,
okay.
Besides that, anybody that you had any negativity from the song, your costume?
I didn't get any on my social media, but I don't know if people probably formulated their own or share my stuff and post it, but I don't care, you know, because the thing is, this is how I look at it. If it is somebody has the time to come onto my social media, pull content from my page, and you repost it on your page, I don't like her, I don't like he, or I don't like this. And let's say you have like about 3,000 or 5,000 followers, you now open me to your market. So thank you for marketing me because I didn't know your people. You know, so I look at everything as a business and I'm very strategic. I learned that from Cartel.
Okay.
You know, especially when coming to social media. Social media is my business.
Okay.
So I deliberately do things. When I tell you I deliberate. Sometimes I wake up in the morning and I say, Mommy, I'm going to go viral today. She's like, oh my goodness. All right. Mommy, I'm going to do this today. Mommy, you understand? So the thing is, you have to know what you signed up for, and social media is my business. This is where I market myself. We are in such a great time now in terms of where entertainment is, and I would say this for entrepreneurs in entertainment, creatives in the creative arts, even artists as well, entertainers. There's no excuse. Okay, music can play on radio, this one and thing, that one thing. There's no excuse. We all have social media now. The biggest of the biggest entertainers in the world push their music, push their stuff on social media. People being discovered all the time. You know, so you just have to know how to work it. You just have to learn about it and let that be your platform. Let that be your radio, your TV, your newspaper, your magazine, your everything. You know what I mean? And it can become a business for you because up to this day, all of my work, majority of my work, I get it from social media. Even my bookings, even people from different parts of the world, they reach out to me to voice ads, maybe corporate ads, party ads, you name it. So sometimes the little negativity will come in between here, but that is part of it, you know. And the thing is, I don't pay any mind to it because how I see it is that I have one life to live. I'm living my life. I am doing me, and I'm making money.
Okay.
You understand? And we'll stop
All
at
right,
that. And it's not my problem if your man look at me, because if your man look at me, why he eyes not there for you?
Okay, this
Get on
is
social
a
media
really
too.
good time to head into our comments for real, right? You know, apart from everything else, somebody said, listen, Vincy food is the best. You can differ, right? I'm just going through the motions. Somebody also said, Winston said, you will be happy with a Vincy man because we don't lie and we don't cheat.
Bradum.
Excuse? Excuse?
Okay. So Bert said to ask if you had trouser trout yet. I don't know what that is.
That?
I'm not. What is trouser trout?
What is that? Trout? What
It's
is
a kind of fish?
What is that? Like
Trouser trout.
Okay, you know, from his thing, I think
a
there's a
stew?
double meaning. I
stew?
think no. From his
you
expression,
eat it with provision or something?
Yeah.
I don't know what
Trout.
I'm not really big on the different types
It's
of
like
fish.
seafood? It's
Like
like
I
seafood,
said, from his expression, there is a double meaning, a double entendre to that. Like, yeah. So I don't know what it means. I don't know. Yeah, it's probably something rude.
It's below the belt meat. Oh, I didn't know it's that. Oh, have I had a Vincy trouser trout? I'm yet to have one. But just give me my portion. You see when I get it, Jill, I want it to be big on the plate. Okay? If I have to give me trouser trout in Vincy, make sure I get a big portion, okay? I fighting for my trouser trout. I want a big portion on my plate. I like that though. I like that. So that's something like, or that's the opposite of Puchuluchu.
Let Kid explain.
Okay.
And now you explain.
Mama
it to
K
me.
introduced me to Puchuluchu. I didn't even know that was a word.
Okay.
She said before her husband died, her husband told her, don't give away the Puchuluchu.
Okay, now I know what that Puchuluchu is.
Yeah.
Like,
And she told
that's the song
me,
Blama sing.
when she met me, she said, don't give your Puchuluchu to any Vincy man. I said, Mama K girl, I really can't guarantee that to know, but I will try my best. I'm a woman, I have a lot of self-control and my integrity, but I'm not sure, but I meet nobody yet, you know?
From what you've seen so far of our Vincentian men, right?
Yes.
You know,
some of them are very rough. Some
I mean,
of them
is
are
that
very
your
rough.
Is that your thing?
No,
I mean,
I don't like it when a man is too rough like that.
Okay.
I mean, you could be rough when the door is closed, but not in meeting me or in communicating with me. You know, I think some of them are rough. And when I spoke to a few of them, I said, "Why are you so rough?" Like, okay, for example, I went to an event with Fireman. Yeah, because I went to a few events with them, and Fireman was everybody walking fast and stuff, and Fire was like, "Woman, let's walk this way." So I turned around and I was like, "Excuse? Who you calling woman? I have a name." And, and I went up into my Trini energy. So then Fire was like, he took my hand, he said, "Angel, no, I don't mean it like that. That's just how, you know." I say, "You see, this is what I'm telling you. I tell you, some of the Vincy men are rough. You don't address me as woman, walk this way." We feel it talking to a dog or something.
You look at times you're going to say, "Oh, come now." You're going to say.
Walk up
Yes.
fast, walk up fast.
So he had to explain to me, like, that's part of, I don't know if it's like a culture thing or the way, I don't know if some Vincy women, that's how they like to be spoken to, or there's I don't know.
No.
But that did not sit well with me. And you know, Fire have a kind of a voice already.
Yes.
So he's like, "Woman, walk this way." It's like, what the shit is wrong with this man? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're not all like that. But okay, in terms of looks as
Yeah.
well, rate.
Oh
in
my
terms of
goodness,
looks.
Jill, why are you
Would
doing
you
this?
say Vincy has some real, you know, eye candy over here? We're not comparing, you know, but just
We're not comparing.
No, we're not comparing. I just want to know what you think. If you think we have some serious eye candy over here, because I mean, you're looking.
Well, I'm really looking.
Well, okay, you want one.
To be honest, yeah.
You've expressed that.
I don't mind having one, but when I have one, I want to take me to Mustique. Yeah. Yeah. I'm taking
And
to
that's
Mustique.
why we vibe.
Yeah.
That is why we vibe.
No, but if I had to rate Vincy men, they have a very masculine look.
Okay, that is true.
I love that masculine look.
We're not too pretty over here with the guys, and you know,
It's not too much sugar in the tank, if you know what I mean. You know, the sugar, yeah. So I love that, because for me, I find like that's how a man's supposed to look. You know?
Yes.
Like have that masculine look. You don't have to be a pretty boy.
Exactly.
But you just have a you don't even have to have like a 8-pack or nothing. But once you're lean, you know what I'm saying?
And you vibrate that masculine energy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And I like that. And then I love the way they speak. I love the way they speak. So if I had to, like I said, take into consideration the little roughness with the little rough talk, I would have to rate them as a 8.5.
Hey!
Out of
Wow.
10.
All right.
8.5.
All right. We didn't get a 6. We didn't get a 5. We got an 8.5.
8.5.
All the big up on itself. All the
Yeah.
masculine energy men out there. Yeah.
Vincy, yeah. And I just like that look that they have. They have a nice masculine look, you know. I mean, my eyes touch a 1 or 2, I just say that, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, you know, that I wouldn't jump in that territory, because I'm pretty
Okay.
sure they have their people and stuff. But,
Yeah.
you know, like, I mean, okay, you know what? I do like to beat around the bush, because I'm a real woman, you understand what I'm
please
saying?
do.
Skinny Fabulous is look good.
Okay.
He not like a buff, but you know what I mean? Like they have a masculine look. Fireman is look good. They both took off the t-shirt, so I see it on stage. You know what I'm saying? So I like how they lean. You know what I'm saying? Swagger is look good. Kid have his own masculine look. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I just find like they have a kind of it's just a look.
It's all the breadfruit and saltfish.
Yeah.
The blackfish oil.
Yeah.
It's all of that.
You could see that. And the skin smooth. Watch my girl. I love this, yeah, man. So dark and his skin shining. And, and you could tell he eating real seafood like, oh gosh, you know. Okay, don't get my hype. You know, but definitely I'll give Vincey Men a good rating up there. Yeah, definitely. For the exception of some of them who have that roughness, you know, in speaking, you know. But I'm learning, I'm trying. Somebody said something on the board.
Okay, so let me just share. Someone said, how about a middle-aged man that would give you the best 2 minutes of your life?
Better yet.
Listen.
Does he come with money? Does he come with money?
I know he didn't expound on that
because
one.
I'm an independent woman and bills gotta get paid, okay? And I work very hard, so I don't want nobody who broke around me. You had to have ambition and you gotta have money. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a lot of ambition and I work hard for my things.
All right, tell it straight.
You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, but age is just a number for me, you know. I'm being real honest.
So someone also said, oh, men here, they use a lot of okra. And the men here are designed to hold. Yeah, and he said, Jill, not all we have a face only a mother can love. So,
you know what? As he said, they use okra and 2 minutes and whatever they're talking about it. I have to agree with them because on the road for Carnival, the things are seen.
Somebody said tell you to try rum punch. Have you had the rum punch here?
No, I haven't had the rum punch.
In a good bit of the bands, they were serving rum punch here as well. But it might differ.
Nah, I didn't have.
On who make it.
Yeah, I didn't have that.
We make a pretty mean rum punch here as
but
well.
I'll definitely try before I go. So I have extended my stay. Gonna extend my stay, and I wanna explore the island with this stay now. Because I haven't got to really explore the island. I haven't been to the beach yet. I haven't been to the Grenadines, you know. So I want to go. I want to see the volcano. I want to go to the volcano. Yeah, they do that. Like you can go to the volcano. You can see the volcano.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, I want to visit countryside. I want to, you know, I want to go.
All of that
to
can
Mustique.
happen.
You know what
I'm telling you. So all you guys popping up in the comments, she wants to go to Mustique.
Yeah.
Now,
and in future, I want to get married on the beach.
You have to know. You have to really know people because the only how you get to Mustique is if you're invited. You have to get a written invitation
Jill,
to
look
come
at me.
down there.
Look at me.
So
look at me.
If you're in Mustique right now, all right.
Jill, look at me.
All right.
Do you really think I'm not going to know somebody?
You don't need to say anything else, darling. You don't. You really don't.
In fact, Mustique will come to me.
So you haven't gone to Beckway since you've been
No,
here.
I haven't been to the Grenadines. So I really look forward.
Yeah.
All right. I've only been watching it on YouTube.
Okay. So she also needs
what
a catamaran cruise to Barry Case as well, and just do all of that. So
I got invited to do like what's those ATVs.
Yeah, the four-wheelers.
Yeah, those four-wheelers. So I wanna go to that.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Once you have your license, you can that can happen.
Yeah.
All that.
A guy that was organizing a tour, he was telling me about it. So I said I want to experience that as well.
Somebody said to tell Stephen the Cuban Cutlass. Yeah. So.
What's that?
What's that? I don't know.
A gentleman who normally comes on with Bing. Yeah, so he's a part of the Boom Nation as well.
Nice.
So he has route. He connects over there.
Okay.
Yeah, we gotta take a commercial. Listen, girl,
Jill
your
is
whole
cracking
vibe.
up.
I'm telling you because listen.
I want the whole Vincey experience.
All right, so y'all don't be afraid to connect because J Angel, she's very open.
Yes,
and
of course.
she is very friendly, as you can tell.
And I'm very serious about getting married in St. Vincent. Eh?
Okay, you did express that.
Yes.
So this is her
I want to get married on the beach.
Yeah,
in Mustique.
A destination wedding.
Yeah. I want to honeymoon there a little bit and rock up the place, and then I will go Paris or something after. Yeah,
right.
But I need to get married.
If
here.
you notice, her standards are very high. All right.
I treat myself good, so why should I lower it for anybody?
So when you come in, you gotta come good. I'm telling you right now. All right.
Yeah.
And you know what she working with, because you heard her songs. All right, so she not playing. We're not playing on this end.
Well, Jillian, no, we're pretty in our real life. You dig?
Okay, y'all. So we're gonna take a commercial break, and let me make sure I don't have any reminders before it's 9:12. We are expecting an interview coming up shortly. Courts ready, Cash? They're supposed to be calling, yes? 9:15.
No.
Okay.
That's
No?
next Thursday.
Okay then. My bad. And shout out the courts team as well. Y'all remember, carnival season is not officially over. And of course, if your pocket a little low, and you still want to hit them shows, we had Raisoka last night. That was an entire vibe. Kester Band.
Yeah, but I heard Kes was up here.
Yes. So he was performing live last night.
Oh, the CEO, Rodney Small, he made a post on Facebook and he said, don't throw away or get rid of your T-shirts.
Yeah. That's an idea,
like that.
yeah, I saw that.
So I think he probably has something.
For this weekend.
I'm definitely going to be there.
So
hello.
That's something you can look forward to.
I look forward to that, because if that's a last jam, a last lap,
Yeah.
I am in for it.
Right.
I am in for it. Big up to Rodney Small. I love the work that man is doing together with his team. Yeah.
You see why, don't be afraid of change, y'all. Don't be afraid of change. Embrace it. It's a part of life.
Of course.
If we can't change, we can't evolve. So, and with that said,
and to the DJs on the island, okay, I just have one little thing to let you all know. When it's carnival time, we want to hear Vincy music. Okay?
That's a whole kind of worm.
I didn't come here to listen to Trini music playing right through in events.
All right. So you know what she's going to talk about when we come back.
Let's go! Boom 106.9, the sound setter of radio.
Young got no one that back calling me splurge. Why me jump right off the curb?
New year, different lane.
We gon' spin and kill everybody, and we're telling now. Bend that over, let that breathe, shake that.
Boom 106.9.
Hands on your knees.
Unleash the sound revolution now on Boom 106.9.
You're watching IKTV, channel 112. It's all about you.
For 40 years, we've refined the rhythm of beer, mastering the balance of bold and smooth, crafting flavors that echo through SVG. Between the limes and the laughter, we've carried our expertise across the Caribbean, one brew at a time, perfecting the process, deepening the craft, learning what makes beer not just tasted, but felt. And now, with all that we've learned, we bring you what's next. The next wave of refreshment, the next chapter in our story, the next taste to define a generation. Not just another drink. This is the extension of who we are. The next experience, the next icon. Imagined and brewed right here at home. It's not just what's next for us. It's what's next for you. It's what's beyond expectations. Own it. Define it. Make your mark. Pyroon next. This is the extension of passion, of possibility. Pyroon next. The future of beer. Made in St. Vincent and the Grenadines by the hands that have mastered the craft for 40 years.
This isn't just a run. With each step begins a new journey. A journey of determination, persistence, and self-discovery. With each step, I am back on a quest to push myself beyond expectations, beyond standards. Each stretch, a reminder of the flexibility of the human spirit. With each step, I am breaking barriers. As I push to the finish, I'm filled with pride. Not just for what I've achieved today, but for the journey that has brought me here. This isn't just a run. It's a testament to the human spirit, and I am here for it. Island Sips, beyond standards, beyond expectations, beyond water.
Meet Mom. She's not just the wake up at the crack of dawn, make breakfast, and pack bags kind of mom. She also gets her fitness game on. Yeah, she's the don't let anyone forget anything kind of mom. At the same time, she's the runs her own business, closing deals kind of mom, who finds time to get down and boogie with the kids after school, remodel the house, bake cake, host dinner, and even play her favorite game at the end of the day kind of mom. So let's celebrate Mom, because to us, she's so much more.
It all started with a penny. For over 85 years, we have invested in our farmers, fishermen, people, and our country. When we were called to serve, we were here. We understand what is valuable to our people and our country. That is why we support all industries, including tourism. We are the bridge towards a brighter future and economic growth. When our people, government, and businesses called upon us, we were here. 85 years later, First National Bank St. Lucia Limited is here for you.
You're watching IKTV, channel 112. It's all about you.
Can you not have an orgasm for that?
sound setter of radio.
Young got no one that back calling me splurge. Why me jump right off the curb?
New year, different lane.
We gon' spin and kill everybody. And we telling all.
Bend that over, let that breathe. Shake that.
Boom 106.9.
Hands on your knees.
Unleash the sound revolution now on Boom 106.9.
You're watching IKTV, channel 112. It's all about you.
For 40 years, we've refined the rhythm of beer, mastering the balance of bold and smooth, crafting flavors that echo through SVG. Between the limes and the laughter, we've carried our expertise across the Caribbean, one brew at a time, perfecting the process, deepening the craft, learning what makes beer not just tasted, but felt. And now, with all that we've learned, we bring you what's next. The next wave of refreshment, the next chapter in our story, the next taste to define a generation, not just another drink. This is the extension of who we are, the next experience, the next icon, imagined and brewed right here at home. It's not just what's next for us, it's what's next for you. It's what's beyond expectations. Own it, define it, make your mark. High Rune next. This is the extension of passion, of possibility. High Rune next. The future of beer. Made in St. Vincent and the Grenadines by the hands that have mastered the craft for 40 years.
This isn't just a run. With each step begins a new journey. A journey of determination, persistence, and self-discovery. With each step, I am back on a quest to push myself beyond expectations, beyond standards. Each stretch, a reminder of the flexibility of the human spirit. With each step, I am breaking barriers. As I push to the finish, I'm filled with pride. Not just for what I've achieved today, but for the journey that has brought me here. This isn't just a run. It's a testament to the human spirit, and I am here for it. Island Sips. Beyond standards, beyond expectations, beyond water.
Meet Mom. She's not just the wake up at the crack of dawn, make breakfast, and pack bags kind of mom. She also gets her fitness game on. Yeah, she's the don't let anyone forget anything kind of mom. At the same time, she's the runs her own business, closing deals kind of mom, who finds time to get down and boogie with the kids after school, remodel the house, bake cake, host dinner, and even play her favorite game at the end of the day kind of mom. So let's celebrate mom, because to us, she's so much more.
It all started with a penny. For over 85 years, we have invested in our farmers, fishermen, people, and our country. When we were called to serve, we were here. We understand what is valuable to our people and our country. That is why we support all industries, including tourism. We are the bridge towards a brighter future and economic growth. When our people, government, and businesses called upon us, we were here. 85 years later, first.
She loves. Yeah.
I love OG Park. I don't know if he's listening or anybody who's listening close to him or whoever it may be. I love OG Park. This is an artist, to me, stood out for me for the entire carnival. And I mean,
not alone there,
I looked at his, like, a couple of his interviews. I checked him out online. I went up on YouTube. I checked out his music as well. And he has a very distinctive creativity towards the music. And not only that, as an artist, you need to have personality.
Yeah.
And I love that he's just himself. You know what I mean? So I can see, like we were talking off air, like to me, I see him as a future superstar out of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. You know, I don't know where he see himself, but I know with the right manager or management team or people behind him. And like I said, when coming to artists, one thing that is needed is discipline. So I don't know him. We never met or anything like that. You know, I'm a fully equipped woman in the business of entertainment in my country. So I mean, if it is I do meet him, I don't mind like sharing some tips and giving him some advice and stuff. But I'm telling you, to me, he is a superstar.
I hope somebody for him is listening.
You know, and I can see him going really, really far. And I don't know, like I was telling somebody, I don't know if this might be a stretch for them. I'm not discrediting the work that Fireman did over the years. I mean, he is iconic, legendary. He will continue to be that way. But like when coming to the young generation, I can see OG Park as that. I don't know if he you know keep putting in the work and honing his craft. I can see him as like a future fireman. Like I could see that in him. I don't know. To me, he just stands out as a superstar.
I've heard it said as well. Stephen Reyes would have made a similar comment in terms of his performance. It was something that
he stood out for me in one of the young artists. I didn't know it had anybody named OG Park. You know, because remember, all of this is so new to me. So seeing him, I said, but this boy is a star. This man is a superstar on this island.
He's been getting that feedback.
He is a superstar, and the thing about it is that he is so down to earth, and the people, you can tell that they love him. You know what I mean? And as an entertainer, that's one of the things. You need to be a people person. You need to just be yourself.
I would like to see more of our seasoned entertainers really embrace and bring under their wings the up and coming, especially those that have potential. You know, those that they see, okay, this person could just use a push.
Sometimes it's a mindset thing, you know, Jill. Because even in my industry in Trinidad, some of the thing is, some of the older ones in the industry, they have paved their way with so much sacrifices and so much hard work, and they've been through so much to the point where some of them even probably traumatized or haven't healed from certain things they've been through in the industry. So it's like sometimes when they see like, okay, young people coming up and they have the potential, I went through the fire, so you go through it too. It's a kind of mentality. You know what I mean? And
It's
I see
unfortunate,
this,
but it's true.
I see this not just on my country, but I know it is a Caribbean. It had to be a Caribbean thing because I've seen it even in Jamaica, even in Grenada when I went. Entertainers, young ones, like myself, they complain why we can't get a push, a little helping hand. Not everybody could be a Vybz Kartel to, make stars and bring up, but the thing is a mindset. And like I was telling you, sometimes, based on your passion, what you're passionate about, you cannot just wait for opportunities to come to you. How bad do you want this? Create your own. Create your own. So every artist has their journey, and it would be a beautiful thing to see some of the older heads in any industry, uplift and give that support and give that cushion support. But there are so many reasons as to why it is people rather not give their support or give that push to up and coming. Everybody have that. It's their personal preference, but at the end of the day, don't let that deter you, whoever you are, you keep pushing, push through with passion, let passion drive everything that you do. If one door you go through, you find it not working this way, there are many other doors. Keep knocking and keep going, and don't even seek entitlement or feel bitter or anything. Like, I have had my own experience in my industry, in my country where I came from. Like I was telling you off air, I literally had to fight my way to make a name for myself because I was faced with different forms of energies in terms of when it is I touch the industry. A lot of people know my potential. A lot of people are afraid of potential. A lot of people are insecure when coming to potential. Then there are some people who see a potential, they're willing to help you. And there are some people where I'm telling you as a woman now, I'm being very personal here now, right? I have faced where in some instances where I was even given ultimatums in order for me to make it in the music industry, in the entertainment industry, and I turned that down. Because you cannot look at me as a grown man and tell me, okay, in order for you to help me or to give me an opportunity, I have to put myself with you. Why it comes down to that? No, my integrity is worth more. So that's it. Has so many different reasons as to why it is, some people may not accept help, or some older heads, or just some people wouldn't give that support. But you create your own. And that's what I like to say at the same time too, like, things that I've been through as a female in the industry, it didn't make me bitter. It made me better.
All right.
And that is what I focus on. And that's the advice I would leave for everybody. So even for OG Park and the other artists, because there are quite a few that I really like on the island, I would just say, don't be bitter, right? Focus on your craft. Let passion drive everything that you do, right? Because it's God give you this talent, not man. You understand? And sometimes you have to go through certain people to get to the right ones.
Definitely.
And just continue, let passion drive everything that you do. Don't be bitter. Become better. Allow yourself to become better, because you're here for a purpose. And as entertainers, even as a radio announcer, DJs, we all fall in the field of entertainment. We are here to bring entertainment and happiness to people in whatever degree, So at the end of the day, we just have to keep it pushing,
All right. Well, that was pretty clear and honest. Somebody said thanks for being honest about OG.
Yeah.
But I'm sure, so I don't need to ask you what you would tell young people out there, because you basically did. You were very open about how you feel in terms of what our young artists here have to bring the
for
new
the
up and coming.
females, work, get a job, finance your music career. Get a job. Sometimes to get our foot in the door, we would be given ultimatums and opportunities. And I'll keep it very raw. As a female in the entertainment industry, don't sleep your way to the top. It is not going to last. That is not going to give you longevity. In the end, then you're going to be very unhappy. Don't think you have to be in a relationship with somebody in the creative industry in order for you to make it.
Definitely.
I have been through it, and I can tell you. And this is the reason why I always held my own. I've done so many things. I had a catering company. I cleaned people's house. You understand? I sold coconut water from a car when the pandemic had hit. All of that to finance music. You know what I mean? I had a nail salon, open business, closed business, you name it. I worked radio for many years. I worked media. And I just always had a job, and I always kept working, and I invest my money into my music, right? Because at the end of the day, the business of music, you have to also understand that music is not just a hobby, or it's just the light and the spotlight. Yeah, get paid for a show and that's it. What about the ownership of your masters? What about having ownership? What about royalties? What about publishing? These are things that if you're up and coming, you have to educate yourself on.
Yes.
Otherwise, you will land yourself in problems, right? I'll put a piece of information out there. I don't know what deals the producers have with artists in this country, but what I can safely say is that if an artist step foot in your studio and pay for a recording session, they own the masters. You as a producer don't own that masters.
Because they paid for it already.
They paid. The person who pays for the recording session owns the masters. Your rights as a producer, even if, let's say, a producer, you produce a beat, you sell the artist a beat, or you even charge them to go on your rhythm, they also have ownership of that.
Once money has been exchanged.
You understand what I'm saying? Because you now fall in the bracket of they paying you for a service. Right? So the thing about it is that a lot of the artists, they're not educated in the business. And over the years, I had to educate myself, and I even educate artists in my country as well, because I come to, acquire the knowledge, and I always love sharing it. But I've seen, even while I've been out here, because I have an eye on the background too, and I've been around in one or two studios and, just speaking to a couple of artists and stuff. And what kind of stood out to me is that some of them, they don't have ownership of their music. So this is why you will get, like, within camp, there will be problems and, and the next thing is that the person who finances the project, they are the executive producer. I don't have to build a beat to be an executive producer, but if I buy that beat from you, finance a music video for myself, pay for my studio recording, I own the masters, I'm the executive producer. Even if I wrote the song, you name it, there are so many different aspects of the business of entertainment, so they have to educate themselves. It's very, very important.
And treat it as a business as well.
It is a business, it's not just that. So for the men, the up and coming in, with the men, take your brand seriously, and people will take you seriously. Social media is a great platform. Let that work for you. Let that be an engine. For the females, keep your legs closed, right? I talk in plain, you know what I'm saying? Because I've seen it happen in the industry, in New York, in Jamaica, you name it.
And it's not just in the music industry.
Correct. Not just in the industry, that could only take you so far. Just as how a child cannot hold on a man. A child will never hold on a man. You know what I'm saying? So doing that wouldn't get you that far. You understand what I'm saying? At the end of the day, your integrity is most important. Work. Go and work. Find a job. Work in a supermarket, work in a restaurant, buy some t-shirts, print something on it, sell it, walk around in town, sell nuts, sell bottled water, do whatever, buy a case of water, hustle it. Take that money and invest in yourself, and you will see the rewards.
We've been preaching this. Women like ourselves have been preaching this as well. But what is the struggle? What is the wall that we face? You have social media, projecting something completely different. There are social media seem to be pushing that that is the way to go. You understand? It could be easy. It's easier this way.
It's never
Sell
easier.
yourself. It's easier this way.
It's never
You make
easier.
money faster this way.
Nah, it's never easier. Because that way, like I said, it doesn't come with any longevity. And the next thing is that people don't have respect for you.
Definitely.
They don't take you seriously. And now you have to live your life with the ultimatums that people give you, because you haven't set a foundation for yourself. But let's say you work very hard, you buy your own outfits, you go on stage, you invest in yourself, you pay your producer, you pay for your beat, you pay for your recording, you're pushing independently, doing your thing, whether if it is you're doing hair at the side, you're doing makeup, you're doing nails, you're working in a supermarket, and you're taking that little money and you're investing in yourself. You know what I mean? Because the thing about it is that nobody could come and take what is yours. What is yours will always be yours.
Definitely. I couldn't put that better myself. So, beauty, brains, and very articulate. So I think you'll have a chance to look through the comments.
I'll check through.
You know what? I really appreciate you coming through. I know it was a bit late. But you
I
always
try my best to pull through.
Yes, you always show up and show off as usual, and we do appreciate you. And I hope I get to see you.
Of course, we have to make a line, girl. We're talking about. Listen, you want to take a shot of sunset with me, okay?
This is why I asked for
hit
you.
That, and let's get some Angostura bitters with some ginger
every
ale.
time we link up, that's your thing.
Let's take a shot, Okay.
Okay.
But I love the music here. I just want to say say congratulations to Problem Child. Problem is a problem. Let me tell you, he is definitely setting the bar for artists to really be inspired by. Because which artist sing about 3 songs or 2 songs on the same rhythm and win back to back? That takes discipline. Give Jackie jacket.
Definitely.
You may not like someone, but you can respect what they do, and that is how it is. I see and I view people. So congrats to Problem Child. I love that boom boom. I love that. I love the horn song. I love OG Park music. The Red Button. I think it's Spielberg.
Yeah.
Spielberg. I love that. There are a few
We're
others
actually
that I
trying
know.
to get him to come through as well to chat with us.
Tomorrow.
Okay, nice.
Tomorrow, we link it tomorrow. We get back here tomorrow.
Yeah, so Fireman and Skinny, Europe. I love that as well. So this season, honestly, I know a lot of people been looking on from the Caribbean and internationally at what St. Vincent and the Grenadines has to offer in terms of Vincy Mas. So this carnival definitely set the bar in terms of marketing you guys out there. So I know next year, please God, is going to be even much bigger. I'm going to be here earlier. Okay. Yeah, shout out to the CDC. We're going to have a little chat. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, congrats to everybody, and just continue, having your passion and being your authentic self, because this is what we love Vincy for. We come here for Vincy people. We come here for Vincy culture. We come here for Vincy vibe. We come here for Vincy music. Okay? I'm just saying. I had to chuck it in there. You understand what I'm saying? So majority of the events or wherever you go, majority of the music played is supposed to be Vincy music. Nothing wrong with playing a little Trini, soca and whatever. That's appreciated as Caribbean one love. But as an outsider, you want to come and feel the vibe, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I really look forward in doing some more work here. So I'm going to extend my time to see if I can do some more work. I'm open for collaborations. So for the artists out there in the country, you guys want to collaborate with me, hit me up. Very easy to find on social media. On Instagram is at the letter D Future Angel. On TikTok, at the letter D Future Angel. Facebook J Angel. All right, so just hit me up and I'm ready to work, and back to the drawing board, but we had dancehall coming.
Exactly. So prepare yourself. I'm excited about that. I want to see you in that light, I've seen you in your soca light. I want to see you in your dancehall light. Okay, let me just read this one real quick before T-Bone says, come to the Grenadines for a courteous man. Back way.
Oh boy. Whale fussy. Whale fussy. I'll come across there and whale fussy.
That's a new dream for you. Some people dream about going to England.
My dream is to go back way. And my dream is to go Mustique.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Kenley, everybody. Guys, thank you for coming.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
Yes,
you Kid,
so
thank you so
welcome.
much. Jill, it's always a pleasure. Good
Definitely.
energy. Shout out to Mario. Shout out to the management and all the DJs and everybody. Yeah. So hopefully I can meet everybody before I go.
Yes, I have to say you're one of the most embracing female artists that I've met on this journey in radio.
Wow.
So I see why people, it's a gravitational pull, but it's just your energy as well. I met you the first day you came here, because I think you came straight from the airport, I think, on your journey. And you were with another fellow announcer, another friend. And I don't know, but you just vibrated that, And of course, I wasn't shy as well. So
I was so happy to meet you. It was a pleasure.
Definitely.
The thing is, Jill, when you've been through a lot in life, and let's say you come to face the fire, because a lot of people see me, they probably think, okay, Angel probably grew up privileged, a little rich girl. It's not that. I came from a very bad community in my country, filled with a lot of violence and you name it, drugs and all these different things. And I'm the only female that came out from my community as a profound entertainer and media personnel. And I didn't let my environment determine what I was going to become in life. I didn't let my environment shape me. I came out of my environment. And nobody didn't believe in me back then, but I believed in myself.
And that's what you have to do.
I believed in myself. I've lost people. I've lost loved ones due to violence. I've lost families. At one point, I didn't have my mom in my life. I basically grew up taking care of my 4 other siblings, you know, and we were just like bouncing from different family homes. But I always kept strong, and I always believed in myself and know that, okay, one day I am going to do exactly what I want to do and what I'm passionate about, and I just gonna bring entertainment to people, and I'm gonna bring a good vibe to people. So when you have come to learn what loss feels like, you learn how to live, and you learn to appreciate the lives of people around you. You know, my best friend, that was the person who brought me into the industry, at least to show me the light, because when I stepped foot in the industry in Trinidad, nobody didn't wanted me. I started off with a song system, so I was an MC with a song system. Chopper Chester Gordon from Players International, he was the only person that took me into the song system, and I built my way up from there, and then he died by gun violence. So that was my best friend in the entertainment industry, the person I trusted, and I lost him. But that strengthened me, and it made me recognize that, listen, I have to keep it pushing, you know, and no matter what is surrounding me, wherever I'm placed, it is not going to define who I am or the outcome of who it is I'm going to be. So like I was telling someone this morning, I am not going to wait for anybody to open any doors for me. I'm not going to wait for somebody to push me through a gate and say, okay, yeah, we approve, you can sing soca, or you go through. No. You keep that energy, because where I came from, it almost broke me. I almost lost my life. So I'm grateful for life. So this is the reason why when I meet people, I always try to protrude a good energy. I can only be me. I live my life. I don't do the right things all the time, you know, but I enjoy life because I know what it is to loss, what loss feels like, you know. So for me to you, I would say as a woman in the industry, be passionate, be happy for every moment that you share, and that you could bring, you know, your energy to people, because you have a platform that can really touch the lives of people. You don't know what people are going through, you know. So I mean, what's done in the past, it's done, but you move from that. And like I said, as a kid growing up, I didn't really have my parents there. I had to take care of my siblings, but I came out from that, and look at who I am here today.
And somebody that we're all proud of.
You know, so I mean, at the end of the day, for young people as well, don't let your environment determine who you are.
Yeah.
Not because he's a ghetto youth or whatever. I came out from one of the most ghetto places in Trinidad. You know what I'm telling you? I lost uncles, I lost cousins, I lost family, I lost my best friend. And I came out from that. You understand what I'm saying? Ammunition and these things I held out at the age of 8 in my hand. You understand what I'm saying? I had uncles who, you name it. I don't want to give them a full history.
Yeah.
But I've been through the fire. I've been through things, and I make it out. You know what I mean? But if I had stayed there and say, okay, that is what I know, so I remain in there, that's a level of ignorance. See yourself, believe in yourself, and understand that discipline is going to help you drive that engine and take you where you need to go. You know, and just let passion just drive everything that you do, and live in love, and don't be bitter. People will come around you, people will press your buttons, but make you become better.
Not
you know,
bitter.
I'm a force to reckon with in my industry. Yeah? Some of them don't like me, but guess what? They respect me though, because you know what? I don't take nonsense. You know, I put my foot down, and I build that, you know, that fencing around myself to remain strong and independent. You know, so like I said, you don't be bitter. You just make you better. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
J Angel. All right, y'all. So we got like 4 minutes left within the hour. And of course, I want to say thank you to everybody who tuned in, all you guys that came through on the live, those who came through on WhatsApp, those of you who would have called. We love and appreciate you so much. Thank you again to all of our sponsors. And when I say our sponsors, I mean the folks from the CDC, the folks at Pier 1, the folks at Virginia Beach International Caribbean Carnival.
Yeah.
Yeah. Inter-Caribbean Airways. I mentioned Pier 1, right? The folks at St. Vincent.
Flo. Yeah, Dean said to tell you guys morning too.
Oh, morning, Dean.
Yes. Well, listen, the best fish, one of the best fish I ever had, was there by Mr. Dean. You hear
Four shells.
Four shells. Yeah, I love that fish. That food is nice. It's clean. It's nice, and I can't wait to get food there again.
Yeah.
So
I love his fish as well. I had a red fish there,
Yeah.
and it was so
They
moist.
did a kind of fish that was kind of fried, like a butter fried in
Like
a
a pan
pan fried.
Yeah. I've had that as well, and it's so
it felt like
good.
heaven. It felt like heaven. Like I literally, I feel for that.
I'm telling you.
I'm so addicted.
Shout out to Dwight.
You know?
Shout out to Dwight
Yes,
as well.
of
Shout out to the
course.
chefs at Four Shells. I'm telling you, the fish there is succulent. I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
Yeah.
I'm telling
And to the people in Vincy, you know, you all continue being yourselves, continue spreading the love, continue, you know, just trying your best to appreciate what you have. Don't lose yourself. Your culture is what makes you. Your culture is what going to bring people to your shores, carry back the information to their country, market you all with the love and the energy you all have. It's authentic. It is real. Girl, I don't want to leave. I'm telling you, I don't want to. Let me tell you something. If I meet a man and he wants to marry me, I am staying. I don't care what nobody say. Trinidad and Tobago, I love Ole. I know Ole vexed right now because Ole wants to know why ain't you not home as yet. You know, because girl, I got a few bookings in Trinidad. I had to turn it on, you know. Because I would extend my stay here. So I was like, you know what?
But we love and appreciate you.
But I love the country so much, and I love the people. The people is what makes the country,
Definitely.
you know.
I hope y'all heard that.
Yeah,
I hope you
so
guys
I love
heard
that. And they took very good care of me on the road, and even like when I went in the supermarket and like gas station and pharmacy, I don't know certain things, and people literally was directing me and telling me where to go and stuff, you know. So and I felt so
That's who
safe.
we
I
are.
felt really,
That's
really
who we are.
safe. Yeah, and I love buying fruits on the side of the road from the people, you know. So I like to go down in the tongue and support them and thing, you know. So yeah, it's a good vibe.
All right, you guys, do enjoy what's left of your day. Some Randy says thank you. Let me just read out this one. He said thank you for the love on behalf of us Vincentians. All right,
Yeah,
guys.
Shout out to my driver. Oh God, where's my driver name again, boy? Just God, I forget my name.
Master Kilo.
Just know I have more than one driver. Just now. O'Shea. Big up yourself, O'Shea. Yeah, O'Shea is such a nice guy. I mean, he's been very good to me. You know, so shout out to O'Shea. Shout out to a lot of the people that I met. Deco, you know, Mario, yourself, kids, Swagger. You know, you all are like family, and I welcome you all to my beautiful country, Trinidad and Tobago. I can't wait for you all to experience it in a different light too, because Tobago, we now have our own carnival. So this year is going to be the third time for Tobago Carnival. So they have their separate carnival. It's going to be very, very huge. And well, you know, Trini Carnival is after that. So I mean, yeah, you had to come and experience it.
All right. So once again, we are out of here, y'all. OMG in the morning, and we look forward to hearing and seeing you guys tomorrow. We're out. Yeah?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
OMG in the morning.
Just for you at Quartz Optical. Get 15% off. When you bring in your prescription from any other eye care provider, we'll give you 15% off the cost of your frames and lenses. So visit us today and get 15% off. Offer valid on cash and credit purchases